You're a bitch.
Other than that, shut the fuck up.
No.
And then we spent a week of downtime, did a bunch of wacky doodle stuff. I investigated a certain person and I found out some details. Very important. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that yet. I might have to have a talk to her. But then we're going to college because of the something Evening Star. It's our greatest lead onto the Well of Souls, if I believe that correctly. So now we're going to college. We're gonna do a lot of learns.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with that.
I think it was very explanatory, really,
Did
if you think about it.
Did anyone roll a complication on their downtime?
Who was rolling the complication downtime?
I said, did anyone roll a
So-
complication on downtime?
Anyone?
So Nick, real quick,
Yeah.
really quick, since I investigated Verleana, is the messages she sent me or Brian sent me is supposed to be those 2 snippets of lore that I was supposed to get for that?
Brian sent you shit?
Well, yeah, he was like, I think it's just because of stuff I was supposed to know. You know what I mean?
I think mine is separate from Brian. I was unaware of Brian messaging. You guys don't
Yeah.
tell me when you communicate with each other, and then we have these problems.
Yeah, so if you want, we can hold off until later when Brian comes around and we can talk about it.
The information I provided is kind of what you would. No, I don't. Maybe.
Just send it to me. It'll be all right.
Okay. Where do you guys want to go here from here? One of you had a plan, but that individual's not here.
I do have another plan. It involves me going into the forest. Or whatever forest is on this island.
I don't think there's a forest on this island. I think this island is a city.
Yeah, it pretty much is. There is
We
some
have that-
farmland on the outskirts of the city, but that's about it.
I need somewhere secluded, so
We
I'll
have
go
that
to the
one
farmland.
tree.
I guess there's maybe like a singular patch of trees.
I'll go to the one patch of tree. Unless it takes like 6 days, then I'm not going there. I'll just go to a dark room and figure it out.
You can go somewhere. I'm not picky.
I am going to try to pray to my god and see if she'll respond to me. If she doesn't, then no hard feelings.
Roll me a D100.
Needs to roll 1
Okay.
because you're no cleric, bitch.
Yep. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. You're not a cleric, so you need to roll a 1.
Well, no hard feelings.
That is how divine interventions work.
I know.
Mm.
No hard feelings.
Like anyone can roll for it. You have to get a 1.
Uh-huh. That's why my prayers are
Alright.
not expected to be answered when I do it.
Well, I do. Well, Fane does pray every day, but this is for something else.
You're actively seeking guidance.
Yeah, I'm actively seeking guidance.
There's a difference between praying and seeking
Double
guidance.
multi-class? Is that against the rules?
Huh?
Can you double
No,
multi-class?
it's 1 multi-class. That's it. That's the current rule.
Okay.
No, no triple class.
I don't.
No,
I
you did.
specify?
You did.
I
You did
just-
specify that. There's no triple classing, only double classing.
Give me a.
Okay.
I would like to double check that rule because I honestly do not remember. Let me look at the doc real quick.
Because if that's the case, then I guess
I'm confused because I do not remember me placing that rule anywhere.
Because I'm gonna need some guidance.
But you could be very much right, and I don't remember it.
Yeah, I'm
It could
looking
have just been a bad. Give me 1 second here. We're already fucking behind on shit. I don't care. One of those sessions.
So, what were you up to, Simon?
Oh, just continuing my study. all of that.
What were you studying?
How do I put this? Both, well, religious because of the current circumstancing. I've been studying holy books and of that nature, and furthering my studies and knowledge of the arcane. What about you?
Well, I was furnishing my skills on how to, well, for lack of a better word, tinker on magical items.
Ah, most impressive.
Yes. I have learned that my role in this companionship, fellowship, whatever we're going to call it, caravan, is that of a jack of all trades, master of all.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, also, I decided to change the ruling on the tax for if you decide to retire a character, it's 50% now
Okay.
instead of 75. I'll drop it by 25%.
Alright.
Anyway, moving on. Somebody's driving, and I know who it is. Moving on.
Alright. So.
Select, did you have anything else? One second.
No.
Simon, anything else?
Nope.
Sylvia?
No, I'm nothing here.
I don't know if Brian can communicate with us at all.
Warrior.
He's silent. Moving on. Goodbye. I figured. Okay. What were you saying there, Rex? Sorry.
It's just Sylvia was just going to look to Simon and say, so it seems that many of our companions are out for the day. I think Fane is doing something in a dark secluded corner again. I really don't know what that man's always doing. But do you have any idea what we should do today while we wait for the rest of our companions? Can't necessarily catch a ferry when one of them is out sick and the other one looks
They're in the
to
portals. Shut up.
They're not real. Don't worry about them.
Can't we just keep them in the cart and take them with us? I mean, sickness doesn't automatically heal any reason of transportation.
Do you really want to deal with someone with seasickness and regular sickness?
I mean, I have magic that could possibly cure such things, so yes.
Well, at which point Sylvia considers, does healing magic work on bacterial sicknesses or only viral diseases?
I think lesser restoration should.
You got a cure for a hangover?
What?
What?
Cure for hangover.
didn't hear what you said.
Possibly?
Actually, I think I actually do have hangover cure as one of my minors.
Yeah, maybe. Well, no.
Oh no, I have gentleman's helper. That's what I have. No, I don't.
Yo.
I don't have something for hangover specifically, but I do have a stimulant.
And I can make a few eye drops. That's about it.
I'll just keep drinking then.
Well, nothing else. You guys, that towards sometime in the day, can catch a ferry.
All right.
Where we're going.
To the college. Time to.
So Taipei to Oystead. I did calculate your trip. It's basically 4 days from Taipei to the college.
I can't wait to deal with the sea encounter charts.
Shut up. Shut up. I never.
You say that, but we almost never had a random encounter in that
I know.
game.
I looked at it and it annoyed me. Okay. So you guys bring your carts, your individuals that are currently not stuck in a demi-plane. Let's see how much. I believe that it would cost you a gold piece to get from Typhoid to Oystab with all your bullets. It's because the carts are increase the price.
Yeah. Yeah, so gold piece each, that's fine.
But you guys have more of that money. Problem is trying to. Do I scale the economy up to you guys? No.
No, we're just rich. And we should all just live lavish lifestyles, but we're all insane.
I prefer to keep the way how you keep your money is by staying broke.
Yeah.
Act broke to stay rich.
That +2 great sword ain't coming from nothing. Gotta make sacrifices.
All right, you guys are definitely able to board onto a ferry after you guys pay your it's gold piece per person, so 4 gold, get gold piece, and you can get your asses moving down the river. Leave from Taipei to Oystad. All right. During the 2 days to Oystad, are any of you do anything? No? Crafting?
I play music for the trip, but I'm not trying to get money out of it.
I'm making special arrows.
Roll my performance.
Okay. I need to make sure of something really quick, a feat that I may or may not have.
Jesus Christ. Just roll me a fucking move. That's all I want. Performance.
If it's the actor feat, it does not give you advantage on just performing.
It's not the actor feat. Okay.
Roll. There we go. Okay. Yeah. People listen into it. It makes the trip a little better. You aren't told to shut up.
That would be suicide if somebody did that.
Yeah. Tell that to the armed militia and auxiliaries on board, or I would kick your ass.
And would not help you if you just committed murder.
You
We're
wouldn't
also not telling them to shut up because they're interrupting the tour.
know. He's right.
Did you want to pay for the tour?
No.
I will actually. I will lose it, please. No.
But no, traveling on the river to Oystat, it's relatively peaceful. The ferry moves at a steady, slow pace down the river. You do go under a bridge. Sorry, not over, under a bridge. Forest to your south and open plains to your north. You do see the occasional night patrols along the southern road. And a few fishing hamlets, about 1 or 2 houses at most, kind of dotting the river. It's relatively just calm, boring, but river barges aren't exactly in danger here.
Quick question while you're pulling that up. When crafting the special arrows, am I crafting one at a time, or am I crafting crafting them in batches?
You refer. Sorry, I didn't think of. I'm thinking it was going to crash in batches.
Okay.
That might. For right now, we'll say that I might change. Right.
All right. Yeah.
I think I might need to make a custom batch rule for it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll make my Tinker's Tools.
I just realized that
checks.
might be a fucking problem.
Yeah. That's why I was reading it right now, just to double check everything, and I saw that. I'm like, huh, that might be a problem.
I think at most. Give me 1 second. I'm thinking. Let's just go with. You can maybe make 4 at a time.
All right, that's fine.
Let's just go 4, a low number that makes it like they're still usable.
All right.
I need to figure that out at a later point. That's something that slipped my mind. Beat spam, but shit. Okay. All right. So eventually, you guys start to arrive at Oystat, a relatively small city with a large stone wall surrounding it, with a large port leading into the Fallen Star Bay. You don't see any grand palaces. You just see what appears to be the central keep in Oystat, and a large collection of military buildings. Oystat seems to serve the purpose of their easternmost fortress, formerly, before they had conquered the southern area. But as you arrive into the city itself, you're able to disembark, as this is a river barge, not meant for the sea. The city itself is made mostly of stone with wooden roofs. As you are arriving in a town, what do you want to do? Right away start leaving? Or something else?
Well, I guess let's look around to see if there's is the next ferry leaving immediately, or do we have a little time to explore?
Oh, a few hours. You had to catch an actual ship.
All right. In that case, I suppose looking around doesn't hurt.
You guys can give me general. If you're looking for something in particular, you can give me investigations. As you can just give me general perception for just casually mucking about.
Give me 1 second. I gotta look at something. For crafting a common type magic item, would I have to look for specific components for it?
Not really, just general material.
Okay. Investigation check to look for that? Or perception?
No, you can just buy the general materials. Common items are the materials for them are extremely common.
Okay.
Don't need any luck for that. You can just. So you need to roll me the 1d6 times 5. So 1d6 times 5, and that's how much you're gonna pay material cost.
Alright.
That's also going towards
4.
4 times 5. That's 4. Oh. Brain fart. Basic math. Holy shit. Yeah. That's just 20 gold.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cheap. Yeah, commons are exceptionally cheap to make.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for you, Simon?
No, I don't believe I can begin the crafting right now since I used that up. So, no.
Okay.
That's about it.
It's like,
What was that?
do you do anything in Oystat? Looking for anything? Fucking about? You're only here for an hour or two at the most.
Yeah, so can't really do a lot. I'm just gonna focus on my studies, I suppose.
Okay. Sylvia?
No, I'm just working on these arrows until we have to go again. Nothing especially is gonna come up for the time being, I guess.
If Brian can speak, would you like to do anything?
Sleep.
I'd like to find someone to heal my scar.
To heal your scar?
Yep.
Give me. Let's roll d20. See if you can't find a person for it. No.
That's what you got.
Yeah, the clerics in town aren't that high a level. They're still being tricked.
Sorry.
Did Mox at least find anything that I'm looking for?
Right, you're still looking for shit. Let me go look at your thing. You're not really able to roll. Do you know what item you're looking for right now?
Yeah, the pole of collapsing or a night collar flute.
18, so 2. There is a pole of collapsing for 75 gold.
I'll take it.
All right.
You would just mark that down. I'll adjust it when I get my sheet.
Yep. How far away are you from house? Your house, by the way.
About 25, 30 minutes.
Lovely. Bad wedding, huh?
Yeah.
No, well. All right. All right, I need to check the. Give me a minute here. What's the fucking cost of traveling on sea? I don't know that one. All right, can you remember on top of your head?
I think it's supposed to be like 1 silver piece a mile.
Is it?
It's like outrageously expensive if you're going like super long distances.
Yeah, 1 silver piece per mile per passenger on the ship. So, okay, 4 of you.
So 7 gold
That's 4
pieces.
silver. Plus, they're gonna charge you for the fucking cart. So about 1 gold and 4 silver per mile.
Oh, as a whole, yeah.
This is as a whole, roughly 67.
To buy a boat.
He's not going to allow us to have a boat. We already did that.
Boatable boat. It's a magic item.
In the Friday game, we had a whole fleet of boats.
Shut up.
Can I make an airship?
Well, typically the boat would be, or the carts would be like a freight transport fee. We basically pay them to haul that, and then it'd be the fee for us riding.
Okay, your total is 67 gold and 268 silver pieces.
For everyone or...
That's as the whole party as a whole.
Oh.
The only reason why it's expensive is you bring in a cart with or charging extra.
We really need to start like hauling cargo and selling it for money.
I mean, we've been doing pretty well just off our adventure income, so we haven't really been thinking about it.
Yeah, I know, but it would be nice. Pay for the car or pay for this type of expenses.
Well, let me know when you guys are ready to go. Okay.
All right. How much was the total overall?
67 gold, 268 silver.
The fact that you put the silver in the hundreds hurt me.
Why?
Because I'm like, why couldn't we just convert it as much to gold as possible? I'll pay 20 of the gold.
Oh, it's because it's to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
So I'm free to remove 67 GP and the silver.
Oh, that's the
total for
so
everyone.
if you want to divide it.
Yeah, so I'm paying.
Yeah, I'm just confused on how we're gonna like divvy it up.
I'll pay
Yeah.
20. I'll pay 20 gold. So we need 40 more. Actually, we need about 80 more gold.
Put down 20.
I'll pay the rest. So
Yeah. So.
oh, you had a 28 some. I'll just throw in 60 gold.
So if you would want the total, and as much as I can get it, I believe it is 93 gold with 8 silver.
Yeah, 93 gold, 8 silver.
I believe.
Okay.
So if we all put down 20, that leaves 13 and 8 silver, which we can just tax from sea bass and Grix.
Payment for not joining.
All right, anything else? Oh shit! Actually, give me 1 minute. I'm going downstairs real quick.
Very well. Yeah, I can just tune up the engine and get a free pass or something. Even though I don't think there is one.
You know, we can maybe subsidize our travel expenses by offering to be guards for the show.
We're playing music.
I think they already have guards.
Yes, it's good on paper, but it seems already well guarded. In addition, we're not very well known, so our
Well, the auditor's name is starting to get well known throughout all of Volataria. That being said, we are known as the auditors, and any self-respecting ship captain will be wary of that name.
the word didn't come to me, so I'm just gonna drop that.
Ah, yes, make a power move and play AR bill and platinum.
I only have 20, so I could pay it, but it wouldn't even out, I think.
So did we get on the boat?
Yep, on the boat.
The boat left without you. I'm sorry.
Shame. No, well, I'm pretty sure I can use the boat. So, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Campbell has a little engine in the back of his feet.
Technically, I just cast Arbiter's Self on him.
Fuck, did I miss?
We were making fun of Slick.
Oh, we're going.
No, we're going. Okay.
No, I was making fun of the no one was talking for like 5 minutes.
No. I run downstairs and y'all act like you strangers.
Well,
Just a little.
3 of you.
Well, I'm doing my best not to
Useful to
insult
say.
Slick.
Oh, why?
After that talk you had earlier, I'm trying really hard not to insult you, dude.
I
I'm sorry, that was a bit.
He's kind of right though, Rick. We're not bringing it up.
It was a bit more. It was a bit more venomous than I meant it to be. Sorry, buddy.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
he's
Calm
a
down.
snake. Anyways, let's go.
Oh. You guys
Just
board up
yeah.
onto the ship, getting ready to depart into the lilac waters that await you. Anything else right before? No. Going once, going twice. Sold. Okay, cool. So, as ship gets ready to set out, you do make mark of or acknowledge some of the crew and people that are boarding on this ship. You got a very interesting cast, and you can identify that probably a good quarter of the people on board are going to the college
Oh.
because they attended.
Oh.
You can tell wizards and sorcerers from the general public very easily. Very some of them are very well
Warlock.
dressed.
I feel
Weird
like
hat.
this classist.
Do you want warlock? I mean,
Never mind.
are you asking if there are warlocks?
I said no warlocks. This is a class reference.
No, give me a perception of any warlocks.
All right.
Can people? Well,
That is similar question.
there are some warlocks you can like outright tell they're a warlock.
Yeah, there's a few, like 1 or 2 of them.
I think it's like the warlock of undeath.
Like, one of them you can tell, like he has a pack. Clearly has a pack of the chain. It is. He's got like quats, that little demon fucker on his shoulder.
Closet.
Quasits, I believe they're called.
Yeah.
I bet he's a heretic, and we should kill him.
Go talk to him. Find out. You keep saying these things. Go find out.
Oh, good.
No, I'm good.
No, go
Yeah.
kill time.
I don't
His name's Time.
No, go kill time.
kill him.
I don't want to kill him. Why would I kill
Is there-
him? Why
You
would I kill
idiot.
a filthy heretic?
Yeah, it was a.
Were you born this slow?
Thanks for answering, bud.
But also, I did have a question I wanted to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are there any artificers on the ship?
Give me a perception.
Yes.
I'm generally saying this warlocks and sorcerers because they're the most abundant of the group.
Yeah.
They're also the most
Not
forward.
bad.
I guess
14.
actually.
Most
That's
sorcerers
fair.
carry themselves with a high sense of pride because it comes from their blood. I would say there is at least one artificer.
Look at me, my dad fucked a dragon.
Oh, that's...
I'm a sorcerer genasi. My dad fucked a fire elemental.
How the fuck did you do that?
good for him.
He was a
Yeah.
tiefling. He had half fire resistance.
Only
A lot
half.
of potions of fire resistance. And a lot of Marissa Bomb.
Most of all, yeah.
Chains of immunity.
But yeah, there is an artificer there.
Absorb elements.
Just want to know.
Don't say it, bro. Don't say it. I need to not say it.
Say it.
Yeah, she absorbed some elements. If you know what I mean.
I knew someone would go there.
I
mean,
push
you're
him
not-
off the boots.
You push him off the boat. Okay. Give me a strength check.
I'm kidding.
Or sorry, an
No.
athletics.
I
Now
got
you said it.
noodle
Now it's
arm.
happened.
Nah, man. I ain't doing
Little
nothing.
noodle.
Yeah,
arms.
no, it's happening.
This is when we learned that Fane doesn't know how to swim. Because, you know, swimming was not something most people learned how to do in medieval times.
I don't know how to swim.
Really?
I feel like swimming should be
I
a
know how to
proficiency.
float like a dead body.
I just was never taught as a child.
Mm.
It's really a shame, ain't it?
Yeah.
That should be a part of school.
It is.
Not my
It's
school.
not.
Okay. How often do you think Minnesota schools don't have pools that often?
Well,
You
that's
might get
because it's
one.
frozen.
I live in a fucking desert.
Are you proud of yourself for that one? Like, do you want to make a joke about us living in igloos? While you're at it, like the penguins we have here too. Like,
Have you ever fist fought a penguin?
Have you?
no, but I fist fought your mom.
Oof.
Why are you fighting my mom, man?
She birthed you.
I ain't no thing to fight my mom about.
Alrighty. Rack, roll me a d20. Simon, roll me a d20.
Sure.
I have spoken.
9.
You're half as good as I am.
That's not what.
What?
I kick her
I'm
off.
a little off my game.
I rolled an 18, he rolled a 9.
No, every day Sylvia becomes more and more racist.
He's becoming like us. Yeah.
You know, I can't really be racist against him because I don't know what the base race of his Azamar is. He could just be a human.
I don't think Simon knows.
I don't think Simon knows either.
I'm racist.
Of course I know.
Do you?
Looks away.
Do you not know your mom?
Kind of.
Did your mom fuck an angel and then leave you at this church?
He was left at the church as a child, wasn't he? Like an
Oh,
orphan.
that's
abandoned.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
I mean, I stayed with my family for when we were in the capital.
The joke turns into actual character conversation.
That's just hurtful.
Sure, you can say that. Your family being 3 brooms and a bucket.
Hey now, I'll have you know, his family were wonderful people. And you ought to be
Oh,
ashamed of yourself.
Word?
Worth of a necromancer. Not the best use of that tense.
Whereas in the past tense because it was a while back, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, like a few weeks. It's weird. I've been with you all for about 2 weeks. It's so strange. Doesn't feel like it.
I feel like
I know,
That's
it feels
not
like
good.
forever.
I've been with Verleana a lot longer than the 3 months that we've been together.
God, you're like a nagging older sister.
I don't even nag you.
Yes, you do.
Fucking nagger.
Just out of curiosity, is the route the ships plan to take going to Pentar territory? Pentar waters, I mean.
It's pretty much just going like this.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Oh, scary. Hide
Wouldn't
my
worry about
wings. Simon worries a little bit about it. He's gonna stay indoors when we go through that.
Pentar has Azamars.
Yeah, that's why he's kind of a little
Oh, okay.
worried.
To say, like, you're worried like the holy nation has a racist against ASMRs?
No, they're gonna drag me away from my country. That's what he's scared about.
Hey, no, that's fine. I was just like,
The
It's
order
very
of
valid that he's worried about it.
the Order of Pentar highly values them. Ain't that fun?
You're a child of God. You're coming with us. No. Or is a come on, child, you gotta go to heaven meme.
Mm.
I don't want to go.
You know,
Oh,
Mr. Stark, I don't want to go.
it'd be a really funny situation. A Azamar that's born to Moon Elves because there'd be one twin that may or may not also be an Azamar.
Well, it's a blood thing, isn't it?
no, Azamars are entirely blessed children with divine energy. That has nothing to do with blood.
Mhm.
An Azamar
Yeah.
can randomly pop up.
Yeah.
It
And
depends.
thi-
I guess. I guess really it depends when they're blessed. So if they're like
But in
a
this
cell,
world,
then-
Azamars are born when a child similar to Tieflings, just an area with radiant energy, which is
oh, so both
exceptionally-
would be.
Yeah, their Azamars are exceptionally even more rare than Tieflings in this world because there's very little locations with ample radiant energy.
Uh-huh.
So only when they're born, or like when they're conceived.
Don't get into.
No, it happens around areas of high radiant energy. It's just rare to happen around it. It's impossible not.
Most common place would be around churches because churches do radiant energy, but it's not like within a square mile. It's you have to be inside the fucking church.
Oh,
Against the
so that's okay.
Don't take that the bad way. The churches are not. The churches are not like the hard versions.
Yeah, this is why I don't have proficiency in religion.
Rack.
I'm sorry.
Almost.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's not
You're the one that said
the
it.
choir. The choir boys are not being killed.
Oh, but the choir girls are.
As far as we know.
Can I start making a common magic item?
Yes, you couldn't start making your comment back. God damn it, Simon.
Yeah,
This
do I
bullshit.
have to can I tell you what I kind of want to make?
Sure. You can DM it to me if you would like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just DM it to you in a second.
But it's like. And even in those areas, there's a small chance.
Oh, by the way, Simon, I hope you don't mind, but I needed to use your passive radiant energy to create something.
I'm sorry?
Well,
Don't worry
hey,
about
yo.
it. I may have created radiant arrows.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Just starts plucking feathers.
Effectively, yeah. Or hair, or
Wait.
whatever.
You want the
I mean, you
want
could
the drain Simon of his radiant essence? What the fuck?
I think they would just by a byproduct of the radiance since they were blessing the arrows.
How perverted.
No, I'm gonna say you're taking the feathers because the fletching would be magic.
Yeah, and also technically my feathers are metal, so they could use it at the arrowheads.
Yeah, that's true. That's also
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Simon's just working and all of a sudden plucks. He feels pain. It's getting plucked.
Oh, well, that hurts.
The best part is Simon will never see me.
Oh, your
mean-
stealth bonus is so fucking high.
My cell bonus
Oh,
is...
let's try it. Let's roll, baby.
I want to see
Capo.
stuff. Though.
Okay.
Simon might, but Capo will. Bring it.
Yeah, I just want to see it. Give me a stealth and give me
Damn it. Okay,
You rolled on that
Capo.
one, didn't you?
No, I
didn't
rolled a
roll, but they
29.
rolled it. Yeah, come on.
He needs a
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah, come on,
Actually, I only
Capo.
I don't even think a crit will work.
No, it won't.
Here's Capo. Yeah, I crit.
You crit, but it's still not high enough.
Yeah, I guess so. Sadly.
Sadly, Capo's like,
The crit means you leave evidence behind.
yeah,
You
there's
can
a
tell
missing
somebody's
feather.
been there. Missing feathers. 4 of them, to be exact.
Oh. The wing just kind of melts into like a liquid mercury form, then reshapes with the feathers back. Okay, there we
Ooh,
go.
that's cool.
Do, do,
Yeah.
do.
Feathers turned into puddles and Sylvia's cat.
Get the mercury poisoning.
I bet I can coat arrows in this.
Oh, please don't. All right. Well,
I would like some.
Oh, you want Simon's feathers?
Yes.
You-
Go ask, or still ice.
I'm gonna start charging you. Dude.
I did it because it was funny. You're doing it because it's mechanically advantageous.
Simon starts casting arcane lock on his door.
Joke's on you. I'm
Boothby.
also a magic caster.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes, but I believe
You
you.
joke, Simon.
there's also a window.
You joke, Simon, but that's the only way my artificer got any peace was arcane lock on the fucking door.
That is true.
Yeah.
Solana and fucking Neridi just kept in that workshop. Keep peace and quiet. Anyway, if you want to actually steal feathers, I guess give me a stealth roll and I need another perception.
Okay.
Or
There's-
you could ask. I don't know what you want to do.
I'm not telling
believe I'm
Bane
wasting-
what I'm using these feathers for, so if he's stealing them for no reason.
I know, I'm stealing them for myself. I'm doing something with them. Don't worry about it.
Can't believe I wasted that crit. Fuck.
Welcome to D&D, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Alright, Fane, where's the stealth roll? Or is it just Scanny for Mexicans.
Alright, here's for Capo. Doesn't make it. Here's for me. Shit, I don't have my character sheet. I was looking at magic items. Damn it.
You fool!
Alright, here we go. His perception's not that great, so here's the hoping.
Well, he only rolled a 23. There's a chance.
Nope.
Yeah.
How
Don't
are
even
you
look-
doing that? I don't even have them out. How are they doing this?
They come out when you're sleeping, says a voice in the darkness.
Little did you know, we don't need to sleep.
This is Capo. How dare you? You're killing Capo every time you have to do this.
The racism is obvious. They're abusing you because of your race.
Well, to be fair, I did
Yeah.
tell Simon, hey, I'm using your feathers for something. What? Stealth.
So, all right. What do you want, Simon? You have a Discord chat. I'll
Oh,
use that.
fuck. Always forget that. My apologies. Oh, I don't always. I just do
fucking
it
fuck.
sometimes. Yes. Please yell at me. I deserve it.
Okay, you just made
I
that
don't
very
want. I
awkward.
don't want to yell at you now.
I don't either.
It stops you. Let's move on.
Uh,
Wow.
hmm. I'll say you can start work on it. I don't know. We'll do it right now.
Oh, yeah. It takes 2 weeks.
You'll
to
actually
make
need to
it.
make that item.
Yeah, I will.
It's not like one of the worst locks.
Yeah. It's one of those ones that you put on like on doors in hotels and shit.
Looks fucking horrible. Anyway, so
It is. It's trash.
as your first day of travel comes to an end, seas are a little rough, but nothing major. There's the occasional scuffle with the crew and some of the casters, but otherwise nothing major. I mean, like one example is the little demon, the Quetzal, gets into the pantry and that causes fucking drama.
Not my problem.
It's not your problem.
I brought rations. Yum yum yum.
In the case we run out of food, we can just eat the Quetzal
I
or
mean, food
demon.
is provided on these voyages.
Oh,
It's
lovely.
part of the amenities. It's not good food, but it keeps you full.
This is not befitting of my station. Says to himself.
Shut the fuck up, you little prideful little bastard.
I'm gonna steal more
Yeah.
feathers from him.
Stop it!
I don't.
You better lock that door, boy.
I did. They're getting through somehow, and I don't know.
They're in the walls.
we were standing nearby when you placed
We
the
were-
arcane lock, so we know the passcode.
We were already in the room by the time you casted it.
Also, I think Arcane Lock we can still lockpick.
Oh yeah, it's just a +10.
Yeah,
25.
yeah, 25. Which
We can still totally do that.
yeah, we can still totally do
Yeah.
it.
The two rogues can totally break into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still hard.
Especially
So,
if we're giving each other advantage.
The second day rolls around and the seas are calmer. No major events unfold. Nothing special. Another boring day upon the lilac waters. Now I'm curious, Brian, how far away are you from home again? 10, 15?
About 5 minutes.
Oh,
Perfect.
lovely.
I'm also tempted to stall because I don't want to deal with the college shit with him being in the car. That's going to annoy the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
No offense.
That's fair. Just, could do more bed RP. See how many more feathers they feel.
I can shed them, even though you don't have to pluck fresh ones.
But as you do continue along the day, a few of the spellcasters are going about their business. Some of them are practicing spells amongst one another. I'd say an example is the resident artificer on the crew is demonstrating some of their wacky inventions.
Ooh.
I got being sorcerers. Two of the wizards got into a fight. So that one's a lot of weird spells being casted. So anything you want to do on the ship, you're kind of limited. You can talk to people. You're not restricted.
Mm-hmm. What type of artificer is it on the ship? Like, is it apparent what the specialty is? Is it like alchemy, or is it one of the more combat focused ones?
Arcana.
Sure, I'll give an Arcana. That's a 15.
This one appears to be an artillery. They have a ballista turret. Get close to the individual is also shorter in stature, appears to be a dwarf. He only goes on about his turret in a very thick dwarvish accent.
If you don't mind, Master Dwarf, I've never quite seen a contraption like this. It's obviously a construct, but I've never seen one that uses magic quite in this way.
I cannot do the Crodoran voice, but that is what he is speaking with. I am sorry. I am limited in my dwarvish voice.
Yeah, understandable.
Well, it's unique to, well, not unique to just me, but it's a bit I've mastered. Built this sucker up. Plan to sell models of it across the lands one day. Can we drift the Shut up!
That's called an
Let's
anchor turn.
A
It's
coup
called a
against the captain.
It's called a club haul.
Club hole, that's what. Yeah, that's right.
Club hauling. It's not a good maneuver to do.
No, it's not. You usually lose the anchor.
Oh, you always lose the anchor. That's the problem.
Who needs it?
But specialty.
If the
Repeating
going's not good, then there's no going.
little turret here can repeatedly fire ballista bolts. Stored away in its little bag of holding I have designed for it. Can even move on its own. Pretty good design. Still improving upon it.
At which point Sylvia thinks to herself, "This is suspiciously similar to Crockpot."
It's almost like artificers.
Yeah.
All in the same critiques.
Yeah, yeah. It's not the first time I've seen such a construct like this. It's the first time I've seen one weaponized in such a way. That is quite interesting.
I appreciate it. I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh. You can never fault dwarven ingenuity.
Oh, no. We ain't like elves. Elves have their elegance, we have the robustness, and humans have their quality.
Elvish elegance? What elves have you seen?
Oh, I see. High elves, wood elves. I travel around quite a bit. And dwarf stays in the hole.
In my experience,
Oh,
my experience, and looks over to her elvish companions. Elves are almost as bad as humans sometimes, myself included.
Fair enough. I had bad interactions with elves. Unless you're planning on one.
No, I have no such intentions. It's just that extended period along elves has led me to believe that all races are not so different from each other.
Suppose so. We all come from the gods, right? Gods gotta come from somewhere, so maybe they're all like too. Who knows? That's all he's got. For such repeating turret. Any other dialogue? No?
No.
We'll see if I can get
No.
some spells from any of the other spellcasters.
Have you rolled persuasion? I'll roll for you at a disadvantage.
Run them spellbooks.
So I want to get rid of this scar.
I think that you would have disadvantage regardless on this one.
Yeah. What was it? What? 16? Oh, your dice is funky. Yeah, you can learn one third level spell of your choosing. Only Cineres.
Pulled up.
Fireball!
Just pulled up, so 2 minutes.
Alright.
Okay. Are we gonna continue harassing Simon?
No.
No, I had my fill already.
I
haven't.
I told him I was what I was doing before I did it.
Well, I think we're gonna wait the 2 minutes. That's
All right.
a few minutes. That's fine.
Aiming his crossbow at the door
And then from the
with
window.
one hand, finishing the magic item with the other.
Tying a string to the doorknob so if they can pull, trigger does too.
Artificer ingenuity at its finest.
And then
Emo Artificer artwork is all over the place, by the way.
yeah, it really is.
What?
I was looking at female Artificer artwork real quick. It's all over the place.
It is all over the place. It's either
So we're
bikini
taking that few
armor or
minutes
it's
because Brian's
full-
getting set up.
Yeah. My infiltrator armor, which only
Few of
covers
them are pretty good.
my tits and ass.
Was it survival statistics? What was it called? It's like in World War II, they put armor where it wasn't getting shot at.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you do that for armor. I mean, you're not getting hit in your boobs or in that area. You get hit everywhere else. So put the armor where you're not getting hit.
Well, the justification
That's big brain.
is that the planes that were coming back were getting shot here, But the guy said but it's fine if they're getting shot there. It's the places where they're not getting shot that we should reinforce, because the ones that aren't coming back are getting shot there.
I know. I know how it works. And that tactic ended up saving a shitload of those B-17s and the later models.
It's the same thing with the French modern military helmets. Is after they put it on, they're like, "Man, these helmets suck. We have so many more head injuries now." And someone's like, "The only reason we have so many more head injuries is because the people that would have died from the headshot survived."
Never forget about the World War. We're going full fucking break. The old 666 bomber crew, World War II. They routinely disobeyed orders and did it their way, to the point where they were grounded and they weren't allowed to fly another B-17, so they made their own, and they tactically acquired all the parts from their fellow bombers. And when the fellow bombers came to get their parts back, they just pointed machine guns at them and said, "Come fucking take them." And the bombers went to complain to the brass, and the brass said nothing again about it. They're like, if they're building their own B-17, we want to see what happens.
And they probably got it up and running.
Oh no, they did. They did a shitload of missions after that, and I believe it was Iwo Jima. They needed to do a 10-minute fly down like above a coral reef to map it out for the Marines, but basically made them a target. And so, like, I think it was like 10 zeros came on their ass, and they did it. And they got the photos, and then actually made it so Iwo Jima was, I think it was Iwo Jima. It could have been Okinawa, one of the two. But basically, it showed the Marines where not to go.
I believe Iwo Jima was an army operation, not a marine operation. So it was probably Okinawa.
They did.
I'm not very familiar with the Japanese military history. I'm more learned on German.
Listen, I'm just gonna post this here. Fat electrician. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm currently boxing with a cat.
The eager beavers. Are you winning?
Don't know yet. It hasn't bit me.
All right, so you're winning. So
If
far.
you lose, I'm gonna call you a bitch.
You already will call him a bitch.
No, I won't. I'm not that rude.
I'll call you a bitch though. Loser.
All right, you're a bitch.
See, it doesn't take much to set him off.
What goes around comes around, or whatever. Something along those lines.
It is remarkable how easy it is to manipulate Fane.
You're first. In what? I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out.
As long as Verleana is first, it means it won't happen to the rest of us.
That's not necessarily true. And whoever told you that is a straight liar.
Oh, quick question. So on your handouts, does that look better for you guys? On your player inputs.
Oh yeah. So that
Oh,
would
yeah.
those things.
A lot
yeah.
better.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to organize it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about, in full honesty.
Roll
If you
20.
go to your handouts and roll 20, I organize the artworks into 3
Oh.
and the
neat.
categories will expand as you go into different areas to try and
Oh,
get relevant information.
That is nice. Yeah.
Voltarians, like anything like from Voltari, will probably be put there. And I don't know.
I can't wait until we finish the Voluntaria arc and then we go to the Pendar arc. And we have to hide that.
I don't think one of you's ever gonna want to. I don't think any of you's gonna one of you's gonna step foot in Pendar.
We're just gonna have to put a hood on Simon.
Horncell is the one with all those filthy high elves, right?
Please don't say it like that.
You and your racism.
It's what they deserve. Witch elves are just better.
They're the ones that are cursed.
Hey, shut up.
Not only are you cursed, you cursed yourselves.
No,
How do you think we became?
it's all the witch elves' fault, really.
Yes, that's what we're saying.
Or the high elves, I mean.
No, you just said it was a witch elf's fault.
Freudian,
don't get
that's a
It
Freudian
wasn't.
slip.
It was high elves' fault, and you cannot change my mind.
The witch elves were high elves, you dipshit.
I don't think so. I think that's fake news.
Oh my god.
Did you just fake news
We're-
me, you motherfucker?
I think
Fake
we're
news
throwing
god.
Fane off the boat on the next stop.
Fucking rat.
You know, I think it's all a conspiracy.
The fact that you're arguing with your DM about this, I hope you fucking die, you motherfucker.
You know, if you smite him,
Mm.
I'm not healing him when we get into a fight.
I'm aware.
You know, the witch elves put chemicals in the water that make the Fanes stupid.
Make the Fane gay.
I thought that was just his natural state.
They're
They're
turning.
turning the wyverns gay. Oh god.
Alright, let's
That's
keep
a.
moving.
Isn't that a good thing?
No.
No, because wyvern eggs are actually a good commodity.
They're also now rapey.
What?
Hmm?
Huh?
Huh?
Turning away from this cursed conversation. Hey, we made it to the college, everyone. I can
Oh,
see
no.
it.
Yay!
Brian, we set up.
Magic!
Yes, I'm here.
I love Brian.
Are we ready to roll?
Yeah.
We are.
Okay.
Brian, help me if they're insulting our perfect race.
Great help. All right.
Yep.
So,
Fane,
go ahead.
I can help you be perfect, Fane. Actually perfect. I just need to kill you first.
Hey, yo.
What are you talking about?
You'll be like better Maj. Better version of yourself.
I'm already better than Maj. I didn't die.
All right. So, as you guys approach the College of the Evening Star, you are greeted with a semi-large port area. Large city made of marbled stone could be seen, ornately decorated. Several large statues depicting what appears to be figures clad in robes. And a few of them, you can tell that one of them is a sorcerer of legend and a wizard of legends. Both of them kind of like in the center of the town. On the top of there's a series of hills that kind of lead almost up to a mountain, and you can see just from the port the college itself, which has been built into the mountainside. The city itself is bustling. You can see various ships are going in and out of it. You do see the occasional splash of magic, and a magical burst happening, possibly from people fucking about, or experimentations going wrong, but nobody seems to be in great concern. Alright. You pull into the dock. Whatever do you do? Give offload on it.
Yep. Alright, well,
So great to be back home. This place smells of opportunity, promise, adventure, and debt. Tons of crippling debt.
I smell teacher-student misconduct. That's all I smell.
Well, there's that
I'm not
too.
the only one that smelled that.
Look, I'm just saying, there's a reputation amongst the school of why Cineres lasted as long as she did.
Hmm. Oh, What exactly is the plan?
I guess
That is basically the upper portion. It's college.
yeah, I guess speak
What
to
did you send me an hour for?
I guess speak to admissions, get a quote unquote tour of the facility, and along the way look for any secret dungeons.
I'll stop you right there. There are no tours of the facility. It's for students only. The actual town that we're in is open to the general public, but if you want to get into the school itself, well, you have to be a student or a member of the board.
So
Simon, get your token out of there.
I saw that. So, how does one get admitted into the school?
Usually a very lengthy series of letters.
And if we do not have the time for that,
You could maybe see if there's some smugglers who could get you inside, but if you're in there and, well, caught sneaking about, I don't think I need to explain what'll happen.
yes, I'm not too worried about being caught myself. Although, looks at Simon.
To cap up my pros and issue.
So, you
Well,
guys are able-
yes, I didn't exactly design him for infiltration, but we'll cross that bridge when we cross it.
If we can get our, is there a standardized uniform?
Now, there is a way to get in if you can get permission from one of the deans. That'll allow you onto school grounds, which I believe before we left port, I sent a message to my mother to see if she could arrange for something. If you
Oh.
don't mind waiting around in town for a few days, we can see if we can get a reply.
Hmm.
Well,
I was going to mention some details before you continue your conversation. So, again, the town itself is a lot of the stone buildings are made out of white marble, ornately carved, decorations. It's a mix of elven and human architecture, as the founders were a mix of elven and humans. Occasionally, though, as you are walking through the area, you see a pair of guards. Here is their artwork. And show to players. They walk around. Those of you that cast spells, as soon as you come within a certain distance of them, you feel your magic items stop working. Like Capo stops moving.
wait, Capo the creature? Damn. Because he's not a magic item. Oh,
He's
that's
a
real bad.
He's a construct, therefore magical.
Yeah. That's fair.
But as
Oh,
soon as they walk
that's-
past him, he gets back up.
Oh, that's good.
It would seem
It
that,
just temporarily shuts him off.
it would seem that the guards here are surrounded by a low radius anti-magic field.
Yes, those are the Spellbreaker Knights. They defend the college and are in charge of creating and maintaining a barrier of anti-magic around it. Basically, if you're a spellcaster, you do not want to fuck with them.
That's a good thing for the most part. I'm not a spellcaster.
It's the only way to ensure rogue experiments don't kill the populace.
Even if you aren't a spellcaster, you still don't want to fuck with them, because about all their gears in hand. They can use magic, but no one else can. Nasty little shit.
I'm
Interesting.
sort of thinking for a second. Indeed.
It might possibly be an alloy that allows them to ignore the effects of the anti-magic field they wield.
May I attempt to do an arcane check on the armor of the knights?
Or you can do either an Arcana, or if you want to use metal, you do intelligence check with that.
Guess I'll be
Yeah.
providing assistance.
Sure.
Oh wait, metal?
Well, if you want to go with your alloy theory, you can try that. I'm giving you an option. What you want to do?
Yeah. Sure. I'll give the alloy theory advantage because of assistance. Yeah. Not too good. 15.
As you do look at the metal as their armor as they walk by, you do see that it reminds you of void metal.
Ooh, I
But
do have
you do have
Sorry. I have a Smith Tools proficiency. Would that allow me to add my proficiency bonus for a 18?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
But
18.
I'm describing it as you look at their armor, as you can't get a super good look. You're not walking right up to them staring at their armor. They'd probably clobber you. But instead of the traditional void metal look, which is like a wave of purple energy, or void metal is like a pitch black metal that has a sheen of purple energy that occasionally goes over it, kind of like a wave. This is more purple, and just the armor itself is more purple in color, with what appears to be stars embedded into it that move. It reminds you of void metal.
Well, the base metal may be some kind of void metal, but I would assume it's some enchantment. Maybe that's correct. Have to get a closer look to figure out the nooks and crannies and all of that, but as much as I can guess from a glance.
Do not think they would appreciate it if you were that close to them.
And I don't plan to. But if I so wish, I'll find some way. But I do not. Simon takes out a little journal, writes something down, then puts it away. Anyway, so we staying in town or to wait for a response?
Probably another day or two at the most. Which means you can spend a day or two in the college town. Because there are frat houses you can see. There is definitely the college aesthetic of people drinking heavily as well. It's a lively town. You have a mix of actual business and people now for the first time getting proper freedom and having no self-control.
Verleana.
Take everyone to the best bar in town. And by best, I mean the place you can get the drunkest.
Without getting thrown out.
I'm gonna get thrown out of the bar.
Verleana. Are there any security measures to prevent people from just walking in wearing a uniform they stole?
What do you think, Sylvia?
I don't know. I've
It's a
never been to
simple-
college.
It's a student ID card.
Yeah.
I told you there's a barrier around the school. You could get a cloak, but without your ID card, you're not really getting in. Now, whether or not you can use someone else's ID card, that's a trickier question.
You never tried?
So I need the DM to tell me if that would work or not.
No. Essentially, you know that each of the ID cards is designed for that person. To essentially, if you were to grab a false ID card and you try to walk to the barrier, you wouldn't be vaporized. You bump into the barrier.
Yes, I tried multiple times after losing my own ID card after a wild night, but unfortunately they're keyed to their own users. Feed off the magical signature to pass in between and through the veil. Without it, well, you're just standing there like a dumbass.
Well, I don't suppose. And I'll look to Fane. And then to Simon. If we had an example of these ID cards, we couldn't figure out how to make it ourselves.
Jesus Christ, you guys are really going that route.
Really? I mean, we
We
already.
could wait.
Yes, the
You could forge
mothers.
ID cards. It's going to cost you a lot. And
I,
it'll also take way longer than just waiting a few days.
I understand. I'm just presenting options for if one method does not work. It is better to have these backup plans in place before we need to use them.
Oh yes, but I would prefer a backup plan involving a more legal route into the college.
Stop rolling to see if they perceive me talking about this.
I'm not rolling that. You think they
Yeah.
give a shit? The guards are walking past as you're talking about this. They don't care.
I'm
It's the
also
moment
gonna-
you act on it, that's when they damn care.
Also, just in case, so we don't get robbed, I'll have Kappa keeping watch out.
During your conversation, a group of 3 individuals were going to accidentally bump into the party they are all 3
Heavily drunk, despite it being noon on a Wednesday. One of them kind of half shoves Simon, not realizing what's going on.
Oh,
Sorry, bro.
oh, it's dust off coat. No problem. Checks pocket to make sure he didn't swipe anything.
Everything's there.
Good.
Hey,
Just get used to dealing drunks.
hey, bro. Really? You're gonna do that to my friend? You're not even gonna buy him a drink? Bro, what the fuck?
What money? Just spend it all.
Bro, I know you got a stash.
Give
Oh,
me your
that's
persuasion.
not necessary. You don't have to
You
speak
just
on
have
that.
regular straight roll.
I want to put my hand over Simon's mouth so
You
he
had
doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna stop them from putting their hand in my mouth.
What was Simon saying?
He was saying you
He's
don't
Oh.
trying to stop this from happening.
That's not needed. You do not need to speak on my behalf. Is kind of what it was meekly saying.
Whatever, man. Just kind of like shrugs you off and starts walking. Takes a swig out of his bottle in a bag.
What race is he?
Tiefling.
Lucky.
You know,
Man, that one really was broke.
Hmm.
I'm rolling because you're gonna run into the city. Like you see the guy also go out on the street. He bumps into a spell guard, and the spell guard immediately just punches him across the face, and just continues walking.
please,
Man, they
brutality.
don't. They stand on business. Jesus Christ.
Like we're talking like he bumps into him when he backs up. The spell guard, like he has his sword in like one hand, and he just knuckle slams him across the face, and just spell guard just keeps walking. Like nothing happened. But the fact he's got blood dripping out of his gauntlet now.
Let's not get in their way.
Was that a warning
yes.
to us?
That,
No.
That's actually quite the rare sight in the city. It's called a good night punch.
Hmm.
The guy is out cold.
Is he dead?
No, he's just unconscious.
I think he's fine. Well, know of any good inns around the town?
Inns? No, I stayed in the dorms.
Oh well.
Taverns, yes.
Mm,
What the fuck is his name?
what's up?
I went to a tavern generator and I clicked the generate button, and the name is the Stick and Forceful Incubus.
Oh
That
my.
is
I
a
don't think that's
excellent
a
name.
tavern. I think that's a brothel, which probably
Yeah,
exists.
shit.
How? Why is this on a campus field? I don't even want to know.
Because when people are mentally stressed, they need to go relieve themselves.
At a college, yes.
No. See, Simon, you're mistaken. The college is up there. This is off campus.
Looks around at the island
We're
world.
gonna keep with it.
Sure,
The main
sure.
most popular bar in the town is the Forceful Incubus.
No, I know why I never checked it there.
I'm curious.
But you've never practiced a little summoning magic?
All right, are you
You
guys gonna
have.
go to that bar?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I am curious to what this fucking place is.
All right. So the Forceful Incubus Bar, lovely place, is a 3-story establishment built in kind of like in the center part of a what's it called? A cross of the city or a cross on the road, like in the dead center. Like there's several entry points. The as you it's made out of white marble. There's a shitload of windows. See if we're going up to the top. You can see people on the upstairs balconies drinking heavily. Again, it is noon and this place is packed. This tells you a lot about the people that live here. Occasionally, you can see magic spells being flung out, and you do see spell guards watching from outside. Like they're across the street, keeping an eye on the place. But as you walk in, you're greeted with a decent attachment. It looks decent. It sound like low, kind of that midpoint. You can tell that some of the tables and chairs don't match its original aesthetic because they have been broken and they just haven't bothered to replace them properly. You see two elven individuals running the main bar, which is at the center of the establishment. So it's like a oval-shaped bar in the middle of the establishment. And you see a number of individuals running beer and alcohol people across it. But you can definitely find a booth. Or you can go to the bar. Your choice.
I'll go to the bar.
Yeah, I think Simon would just find the booths. Oh,
There's already music playing.
Simon's like, I'm gonna go to the booth. Sylvia, I'm at the bar. Fuck you.
Kinda. There's not really like a main music artist. There's a few of them kind of spread about.
Okay. I'll go up to the bar and tell them that I can play if they would allow
I
it.
mean, there is a board that says like things going on in the bar. Like it says tonight is a punk rock night.
What is punk rock?
Better music than you'll ever play.
We're talking OG punk rock. The shit that gets banned.
Back when it was Rage Against the
Damn.
Machine and not Rage with the
Oh
Machine.
shit. We're staying here. Tonight's gonna be excellent. Fuck this. I'm not going
my-
anywhere.
oh my God, is that Elvish Presley?
You.
That's not punk rock, you fucking tar.
I'm just fucking with you. Anyway,
What was it? Okay, sorry. All right. So you guys are going to the bar.
Sure.
I mean, I thought Simon was going to a booth.
I was, but then
I'm-
someone ran into me, so
I'm gonna
re-aimed
go.
into the door.
Nobody rounded you. What?
I'm gonna go with Verleana because I'm kind of stuck between the two. While I wait for her
Verleana-
turn.
Verleana's already gone. She's trying to get people to buy her drinks.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go with Simon.
Okay, so Simon, are you going to where exactly?
Oh damn! Pressure being put on me. I'll just go to a booth. One close to the bar, so I can keep line of sight of my companions. But yeah,
Mhm.
I do eventually want to play here if I can.
Bands listed for tonight's show at the punk rock. My Pointless Romance. One Girl, a Dozen Cats.
Oh my god.
I just went to a generator and it's fucking hilarious. And followed by Deaf Donkeys. This is a lovely generator. I just found. I'm sorry. This made me laugh. Okay, you can play if you want.
I want to try to replicate their music.
They're not. The bands aren't playing. It's noon. They play after dark.
Oh, okay, then we're coming back here because I wanna learn how to play that music and what
It's actually
style
play
of it.
every day.
I will play them.
Occasionally you can get someone to pay for your drinks. We're not going to be too picky about that.
Fuck.
There are people. You get some people who are just telling you sucks. They want real music.
Hold on. I'm bardic inspiration. Wait, can I put that on myself?
No, you cannot put it on
Don't
yourself.
you have to
You
declare
be-
before?
You do have to declare before. You also can't put it on yourself unless you are a specific subclass, and it's only for attack. So when you do it that way.
yeah, you got to be a lore bard. Sadly.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. Oh well.
Oh well.
So
Verleana
yes.
shouts out from the crowd. It's like hidden in the masses. You should take off your mask. You might play better, nerd.
He's under the effect of your shirt.
I will
Right.
not be taking out my mask.
Alright, he gets a
All right. I
All right.
Guess we're here doing day drinking and learning that Verleana has no limit.
like as when I was unemployed. Listen, you even live until you day drink in the middle of the day.
I feel like that's when I die.
Arcane. You just use normal crafting rolls using your smithing tools.
Oh,
Simon.
okay.
You just generally use your smithing tools. Otherwise, it specify tinkers and smithing, depending. Like if you're making shirts, it's a weaver. Check.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys can spend the next few hours day drinking. And as the day goes on and night begins to fall, kind of like there's a period of time where the bar's kind of transitioning. And you do see that bands are setting up. Starting with Deaf Donkeys. And as you look at the band, they are entirely orcs.
Fuck yeah.
You ain't heard rock until you
You can
heard
enjoy
orc
their
rock.
music, followed by their ones.
I was kind of hoping it would be Never mind.
Go on.
I was kind of hoping it would be dwarves, rock and stone, and all that.
No, Rock and Stone's tomorrow night.
Hmm?
No, Rock and Stone plays tomorrow night.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, that's what was it? My Broken Diamond plays tomorrow. But and I don't know what to tell you guys. Like it's classic punk rock, the one in the early 70s and 80s where it is generally hardcore and anti-establishment. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Can I try to replicate it later?
You can spend your time studying it, sure. You
Okay.
definitely understand. I'm going to tell you now, listening to it, you understand there is no consistency. You understand that it is not pleasing here. That it's the message behind it that matters.
Fast.
Like, not like it matters with punk rock music. You're in there for the fucking mosh pits.
So it's Fane's type of music
But-
then.
I mean, as long as people like it, I suppose.
Huh?
I mean, if people like it, I suppose.
We did start the law. God damn it, bro. I derailed my thought process. But otherwise, you can spend your night in the bar enjoying it. Everyone, roll me a d20.
Sure.
So after Deaf Donkeys comes on, Dozen Cats.
16.
Eight. 18. Wow, Sylvia's on the board.
What?
Sylvia, can you give me a const?
Okay.
Oh.
I'm good.
You end up getting into a brawl.
I do? Oh, that's gonna be fun.
You didn't cause it. And the Constitution say was see who it would survive. And I'm gonna roll for the individuals in return. Oh yeah, you win. Goliath individual, and you somehow you managed to pick Goliath in a brawl. And everyone else really doesn't care. Yeah, it's in the middle of the band starts. Somehow you must have bumped into him. You didn't take kindly to that. And he got his ass knocked out by fucking Muno. That's gonna be great here in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. But
What a bitch.
otherwise, if anything else for that, you guys will somehow find places to crash. Or in town. Don't worry about costs for that. Unless there's anything else you anyway want to do in the night. Verleana's. I know we all know what your characters are doing. Anything you want to do in particular. Going once, going twice.
I'll continue my work on the magic item.
Sounds
Hold up.
good.
Check. Let's
I'm
hope I
going to
don't
go-
explode.
I'm gonna take. Oh shit! You don't need. You won't explode magic items.
Damn.
That's only crappy spells. All right, we'll cut to
Yeah.
the next day in a minute. I need to.
All right.
Give me 1 minute. Yeah, I'm back. Let's see.
What?
What? What'd you say?
No.
So, as the next day rolls around, Verleana, you owe me a con save. Because I know your character.
We're good.
You know what? I'm gonna be drinking with Verleana all night.
Give me a con save then.
Yep.
This is for the following day. Your hangover.
11.
I'm
You're
good.
hungover.
12, I mean.
You're faint. You're hungover.
Perfect.
I'll have Fane another ale or whatever we were drinking.
The next morning.
Yep. Trust me, it helps the hangover. Just keep the buzz going all day.
That's
Do
the
you have a liver?
She
That's a
doesn't.
secret. I don't have a liver.
Well, she's resistant to poison, so.
That is also true, which else are virus poison.
Which is Fane. Lightweight.
Don't you guys have advantage on Constitution saves against poisons?
Technically. No, not really.
Well, I mean, is this technically a poison? It's not gonna kill us.
It's a poison.
Oh, it is.
Alcohol is a poison.
I love poison.
There's a
I
reason
love
why, like,
drinking it.
when monks reach the level where they get access to immunity to poison, it ruined. You can never get drunk as a monk again.
Yeah,
Fucking losers.
because alcohol gives the poison condition.
So early on, a few hours into the day, you will receive a letter from a courier.
All right.
It's from your mother, and it effectively is saying that she doesn't know which dean she got a meeting with, but it's effectively the same day. Your mother has timed it perfectly. So later this day, you're expected to meet with the dean at around 3 o'clock at the entrance to the college.
And because we were partying the night before, what time is it?
Probably about noon. Make yourself presentable.
Cast prestidigitation. Job done.
Yeah, until you fucking blow a hell of a burp in front of him.
That's Fane's problem. He's the one hungover.
That's very true.
I'm just gonna drink water all fucking day.
Simon walks down from the room like the nerd he is, because he didn't party for shit. Dude's a loser.
You do hear a person in the crowd, a very drunken, like going, nerd. All like vomiting sounds.
Mm.
What's up, my nerd dude?
What's up?
Have a
I
good
am the
night.
one with the hang. No, I made no progress in my magical tinkering.
Mm,
Shame,
That's a
but
shame.
it happens. Yes,
You've been down here with us, you would have had a good night.
maybe.
I don't think you would have.
But I believe we have a.
Oh, don't mind Fane. He just can't handle his alcohol.
I didn't even prepare the proper magic for that anyway, so. Who knows, maybe I would have been plastered. But anyway, do we have the, meeting set up? Of some kind?
Well, my mother worked in magic like she normally does. We have a meeting in 3 hours with
Oh,
one of the
lovely.
deans of the college. She didn't specify which. So, y'all best make yourselves look presentable. Don't know what we're going to do about Fane.
I'll be
Uh,
fine. I just can take a moment to clean myself.
Whatever you do, keep it in the mask.
Keep it in the mask, brother.
What happens
I'll
in
pretend
the mask
like I know what
stays
that
in the
means.
mask. Anyway, well, I don't know about you, but my hand's still hurting from that Goliath's jaw last night. Can we get out of here before I have to punch someone else?
He looked like he was into you.
I do believe that was a form of flirting.
With them?
For Goliath races,
Strange
possibly.
form of flirting.
But I try not to engage in relations with the short-lived races.
Ow.
Is this why you're so shallow?
That was quite harsh. I mean, the man's still right there lying on the floor beside you.
I think he's unconscious still.
His subconscious mind will repress that information he overheard, and it'll stay with him for the rest of his days.
And look, short-lived races having relations with elves never ends well for the elf.
Prone.
Use virtual cast unseen servant to stop anyone from messing up my clothes.
Artificers don't have ritual casting.
Yeah, I'm not getting it from Artificer. Background. Good Master's Guide to Ravenloft.
I'm gonna
Pretty
use prestidigitation to make myself look presentable.
If you
The
don't
The
have,
specific
oh, does that allow you to ritual cast it even if you don't have the ritual casting feature?
Artificers have ritual casting. Didn't know that.
I was just looking at Artificer. I didn't read that.
Shame. Well, Sylvia, are you going to get presentable, or are you just planning to go like that?
I'm wearing. I'm a medic.
Yes, and you're going to meet one of the foremost academic minds on magic in the planet. You don't think you need to get a little, just a little more than usual?
Fine, let me go get some fine clothing.
Something like 10 gold.
Yeah, it's like 10 gold. So I'll go spend a platinum to get tailored clothing.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you can go get tailored clothing. That's not difficult.
What do I do? Why is it at the bottom? Huh.
Anyone else want to get fancy clothing?
I will.
It doesn't include your. Never mind.
I already got my fine clothing.
I will tell them to keep the mask in mind. It is going to stay on.
It stays on in bed.
It stays. The mask stays on during sex.
Could you say it louder, please?
No, I don't think I will.
Oh, fine. That's a funny joke. Assuming you ever got any.
I had one.
Just one?
Yes.
You're boring.
I know.
Alright.
At least Cineres here, she can liven this party up.
So,
So
You guys
she used her teachers.
what?
What?
I'm talking to. Yep. You made a comment earlier about Cineres staying in the school longer for whatever reason.
No, just us.
How much you want to bet they're true?
Well, we can ask her when she comes back. If she ever comes back. She's been gone for a long time this time.
She'll be fine.
Just hacking. Alright. you guys can make your way up the stairs, which is a hike.
Good 20 minutes of walking. Open. It's not like a straight staircase either. It like winds occasionally. There is, if you look at the right side of the cliff, there's like a crane system for supplies to go into the college itself, but you don't get that privilege.
You know, all this magic, and they couldn't invest in an elevator.
Or a portal.
Oh, they have those. You just don't get them.
No, we're just not important enough.
Well, I've climbed these stairs quite enough for one lifetime, so I will see you all at the top.
Guess you
I
fly,
guess
you
fly.
fucker.
Yeah, well, I don't much feel like walking either. I'm gonna use levitate to like fling me up because I got armor for that.
Lovely. All right.
I'm gonna cast a long strider, make this quicker
So-
for myself.
After, yeah, somebody's got to walk normally, don't you?
I mean, I think even with him long striding, I can still move just as fast as him.
I have mobile.
Doesn't matter. We're not going to try to. So those of you various ways of getting up top, you do make it to this like stairwell here. See on the map.
Mhm.
Artwork is kind of accurate. What's going with, and you see about 8 spellbreakers, kind of at the very 3 points, kind of still in pairs of 2. And so, Verleana and Simon, as soon as you get up to that upper area, your magic cuts.
Lamp sound. Ah,
You're standing next to the spellbreakers. That's all it is. But after a few minutes, the entire party gathers, and one of the spellbreakers looks at you in his muffled voice from his armor. Are you here to see the dean?
Yes, we are.
Roll me a d20. I'll see how funny this can get.
this is the moment we get shot.
Well,
Captain Garrus, is that you?
I know we'll call you.
Oh, that's so cruel. You caught me so many times trying to sneak back into school.
See, as he's ignoring you as he kind of lifts his left bracer up, and as you look, there's actually a stone embedded to the bottom portion, and he starts to speak into it.
Oh.
They are sending stones embedded into their armor.
Yeah, I assume so.
Wait a few minutes. Feel free to take a seat on the bench. Just a few benches made of stone. Overlooking the cliff face. You are probably about a good 600 feet up from the city.
So if we push Fane, he probably won't live.
Oh God.
I'd
Living
win.
in an area I can't cast spells, I can't feather fall him, so yes, he probably would not live.
Maybe I could catch him. I do have flight on my side. That shouldn't be impaired by anti-magical shackles, but there would be no certainty. Sorry.
I'd be fine.
So, there's a few, that's about 5-10 minutes. You do see a fellow come out from the main stairwell. Doesn't really have too much of an expression on his face as he looks at you guys. Verleana, you recognize him as, I guess, remember how to say his name? Ruvian Waremus. Fucking elven names. Fuck me up every time.
Ruvian. Just gonna call him Ruvian.
That's
Ruven
fine.
Waywimitz.
You hard pronounce the E.
No.
And he kind of like, he walks in the middle of the area and he kind of like has his arm behind his back. All right. I had the Witch of Noble breathing down my neck. What do I owe the pleasure for this meeting?
Which point? I think now is a good time for us to discuss what we had planned to say to this man.
Yes, you have
Yeah,
few
the
minutes.
whole boat
Although-
right here.
No, you guys will have to discuss it before. What do you guys want to say to him out of character?
Yeah.
That we're investigating a lead on magical artifact.
Basically, that we're here to peruse the Academy's archive for information on a big site, for lack of better words.
All right. Any
Sounds pretty
any
good to me.
any specific details that we are for sure omitting and not saying at all?
Oh, the warden directing us here. Yeah, probably. But other than that,
I mean, I very much can't just say I came back because I missed everybody.
No, because that would
Did
be
you tell them to go fuck themselves?
That was Cineres.
well. It would. We are currently making an inquiry into the Academy's archives in the hopes of looking for information on a supposed dig site. So, out of character, do we mention the Well of Souls at all? No.
nah, I don't think specifically the artifact.
Okay.
Maybe just like be general with it, an artifact.
Yes. I think we can say that that mentions were made in our investigations of a place where meteor fell. Morningstar, where the Morningstar fell.
Evening Star.
Evening Star, yeah, where the Evening Star fell, which
Clayton.
yeah.
I could probably mention as well to give us some more credibility is that we're being sponsored by the city of Taipei.
The Arcane Union, within
The Manx family in particular.
yeah. So
Okay, say it.
our investigations had led us to look to the place where the Evening Star fell, as the records indicated, as well as we are being supported by the Minx family of the Arcane Union.
Manx family of Taipei.
Of Taipei.
Who are working their Arcane.
Who are working for the Arcane Union. Yeah.
I know what you're trying to say. I'm going to correct you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You don't fuck that up. Like, excuse me.
There's a
all-
lot of interconnecting pieces, and it's hard to keep track of it all.
I am not sorry. Is that all you would like to say?
Would anyone else like to add anything?
No.
I could bestow the ledger to give some backing to it being true. I believe they haven't.
Well, there's that as well, and as a former student, I was hoping to come and see Master Zoloff for a little bit, just catch up with him.
These are one of the I don't need a charisma check. It's just what you guys say will determine what I say next. So is it the last bit? Solus letter. You received that letter, right, Simon?
Oh, I still have the prison ledger that we got from the.
Would you like to present that to him?
That's what I'm kind of asking to everyone.
I think we hold on to that in case. We don't want to throw everything we know on the table at first.
Yeah, it's not throwing everything on the table. It's just giving some like backing to, hey, what we're saying is true.
Yeah, but like we'll put that on the table if he
I
doesn't
mean-
believe us with what we've already given him.
All right.
Isn't it just a ledger with names in it?
It mentions the Wall of Souls, though, at the end of it.
Yeah.
What do you mean you win?
What?
No, that was
I just read
referring
the
to me.
chat.
That was referring to me pushing him off.
Oh, okay, sorry. I just read that. Alright, is that everything final?
Yeah.
He thinks for a moment. I see no reason as to why you should not be allowed to peruse. Just know that you will be watched on the canvas, and should the spell gods deem your actions as dangerous, lewd, hostile, and all that to the college, they will remove you. If they don't kill you.
Hmm. I assume
I will
he's...
mention now the college is not responsible for anything that happens to you on the grounds.
Hmm. I imagine he said rude, not lewd.
Oh, he said lewd.
Okay.
Mm.
Evidently they made a law because of Cineres.
Why is it Cineres?
Because Cineres isn't here to defend herself.
Daenerys made
That's
a lot of laws at the school.
and this
Oh.
would be much. Oh, sorry.
Master Reuven, I should inform you as well. There is one more in our number. Well, actually, two more of our number that are not here, but will be joining us later.
Cineres, right?
Yes.
I can smell her magic. Still hasn't figured it out, has she?
Not at all.
She tends to get trapped in.
Technically speaking, she
unplanned.
should not be allowed on campus grounds as part of our agreement. But I shall make an exception for this.
Hmm.
Oh, right. You're the one who filed the restraining order against her, didn't you?
No, there was no restraining order. It was a simple agreement that until she can deal with the portals and get them under control, she will not graduate.
Fair enough.
She's still enrolled? I thought she dropped out.
Technically, she's still enrolled, and we have not received anything that she has dropped out.
That's news to me.
Unless she has said she has dropped out, which case she has not filed the appropriate. It's a simple letter.
She does have a rough time sending letters.
Yes. I remember.
It's not very good handwriting.
Never that person write 20 pages of parchment. Follow me.
Do.
Walk.
As you guys-
Go
ahead.
As we're walking, I'll be bringing out places in the school, like this Tower of Hydration, that's Conjuration Hall, that's the Divination Center, Hall of Enchantment, Evocation Tower.
You just list things I fucking sent you.
That's my favorite over there, the Tomb of Necromancy.
Mm.
It looks like a mausoleum. But no, a lot of the areas are built around a large central park that has a large fountain and numerous walkways going around. As you guys are walking up to here, you do see a number of spellcasters practicing magic in the open. Occasional spurts of magic are launching.
Any bards?
There are some playing music. Bards are here. There is a music section. There is a, I believe, what did I call it? The Hall of Miners. Basically, that's the whole, like, all the minor schoolings that don't warrant their own section.
That over there is for the artificers, the bards, and I believe some clerics.
There are the holy halls. All right. So I'd imagine you're going to spend the bulk of your time in the library.
Yes, sir.
That is the plan.
I'd recommend you do not damage the books, nor try to attempt to steal them. Gernal is still as aggressive as ever.
I do not want to touch the books. Well, do as the man said.
Nice. Are you going to seek housing? You guys have housing down in the city, correct? What do I
Temporary
need?
ones, yes.
If we could get access to the housing here, that would be wonderful.
It's
not-
worrisome for me.
Did I at least stay here?
What?
Alright. Stairs every day.
He looks at you. You routinely cause problems. No.
No. That was Cineres.
Stop trying to. You two weren't even enrolled at the same time.
Besides that, they've changed so much since they've attended this college, I'm sure. Why not? I'm sure that nothing like that
I'm
anymore.
a reformed person. I'm not the person I used to be.
Give me a persuasion.
I give a help in.
Okay, give a straight roll. You can find housing. What?
It's average.
You can find housing down at the city. There are plenty of inns, and I know of your funds for liquor. Which I should mind. There are alcohol on campus grounds.
That's fair. Could I at least use the training center?
I see no reason why not. Don't disrupt the others in their trainings. That goes. Essentially, if we are the dean to get complaints from the students about you, you'll be removed.
And that is understandable. We thank you for letting us in. Give a file.
Is there anything else you need of me there, Verleana?
No, I should know my way around the archives well enough to at least guide them around. Oh, are we subjected to the curfew or not?
I don't believe you would be. I mean, spellguards still do the... Sorry, spellguard breakers still do the patrols at night. So they can keep an eye on you well enough.
And, will we be provided any forms of identification or anything like that as a temporary guest?
No, the guards
fit
have all been
some
informed
standards.
of you. They'll be informed of you being here. You'll be allowed to... You'll have to go to the main entryway and they'll have to let you in. By temporarily disabling the barrier portion in the front. But you'll be fine.
Be able to attend lectures while we're here.
Do you tend to pay for the lectures?
How much
Maybe.
exactly are the lectures?
It depends on the lecture and you're intending to attend.
Oh, is there any board or paper that would list off the listings of prices?
Typically, you're looking at 50 gold per lecture.
Hmm. Well, I don't exactly plan to. It's good to know.
I may.
College learning. Unless you get into the college through various scholarships, affirmative actions, and so forth.
Family ties, I assume.
That
Did you-
plays into it.
Did you have to look at me when you said affirmative action? I was a good student. The tiny alcohol problem.
We've had 16 witch elves attend this school, and all of them have an alcohol problem.
No, you should see back home.
Is this the reason why?
No, they're tame back home.
Is this the reason why Witch Elf
No.
Society doesn't function?
It does. Just not for you.
Please do not start this conversation here. Yeah. If there's nothing else, I have papers to grade.
I wish you'd luck grading them.
Yes. Thank you for your time, sir.
If you need anything else, talk to one of the spellbreakers or find a teacher.
Hmm.
And he's going to disappear in front of you.
Have you know that was the dean that does the Master of Illusions? I'm pretty sure that was an illusion we were just talking to.
What do you think he was actually doing?
Grading
Grading
papers.
papers.
Sorry, he's in the middle of drinking down at the city. You're interrupted.
Uh, considering
Do you grade your papers?
Look, I'll be
I
honest.
mean, when I got my Go ahead.
I said, I'll be honest, most teachers drink or eat while grading papers.
One of my teachers spilled beer in mine, and he wrote on there saying, "Sorry, I spilled my beer." I thought that was hilarious.
No, you
did he give you extra points?
No,
No.
he just wrote next to it saying spilled beer. Explain what the
missed.
fucking stain was. That was covering half the fucking paper. All right, you guys could head to the library.
Alright. Well, we've been given access to the college. Granted, they did not specify how long that access is granted for. So,
Assume the duration of your research.
while we are researching this subject, I will inform you. This college has a vast archive of knowledge, and it would not be a bad idea to research other topics or items of interest while we're here. After all, not everyone has to be looking at the same thing. As long as we're making progress towards our goal, the longer we get to stay here.
Yes. I will be looking for something in particular, the methods of tracking specific items.
Look
You guys
at Fane specifically when I'm talking about researching other things.
Oh, he knows. he's already on that. I am going to go look for a specific item. One that I will keep secret, because secret things.
The library itself, by the way, it goes pretty wide, but it's kind of like the middle portion of it. Curated with 2 levels, and you do see the occasional flicker of star. Like, they have magically enhanced everything lighting wise. Like, you see, it looks like starlight effects in the main library. It's very relaxing almost.
I will point out for all of you, bring a notebook. Something to copy down any information you find that proves promising. Again, do not take a book. Do not damage a book.
Do they sell notebooks here?
We don't sell books.
Notebooks. Notebooks.
Also, keep your voices down.
You see, as a dwarvish fellow walks towards you guys, and he recognizes Gernal Fraught, the master librarian. Numerous pieces of parchment are being held by him as he kind of walks towards you. He's got a limp in his right leg. Pair monocles, he kind of looks you up and down. And I was done with you, Verleana.
I believe I only caused 2 or 3 problems in here. Wasn't that many,
That
right?
book still reeks of alcohol.
Ah,
I could clean it for you.
Verleana, who's your friend?
Oh, this is Grinal. He is the master librarian.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too. Don't get to see Azabars very often.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Master Grinal.
It is good to see you, Verleana, despite the headaches you've caused me.
It's good to see you too. I promise during our stay here I will not make any more complications for you.
Can't be as bad as Cineres and teleporting in her bookshelf.
About that.
His eye twitches.
We'll keep her out of the library.
Cineres may be coming here.
I will tan her hide. He kind of points to empty space where there was a book.
Can you tan something that's already
Oh, yes,
black?
that was the. That was the.
That's
great
just
book
racist.
burning.
There is no racism allowed in these halls. Our place of learning and equality.
It's a legitimate question.
Let
no.
fuck with my books.
I'm gonna look away. God damn it.
So if anyone
Okay.
causes you problems here, I think it'll be Sylvia.
No, do not take my books. Do not damage the books. Do not. Fuck. If you do not touch the books in the restricted section without my approval, because they are under
Oh.
lock and key and they're actually particularly dangerous and they need to be properly handled. We literally had a student die, so it's
Oh.
a safety thing.
Was it Cineres?
Now I'm tempted.
Hmm.
Student died, dipshit.
Death.
What are the... Well, I do not plan to. What are the requirements of being allowed access to one of these books?
You simply need to talk to me about it, and I can see about if it should be read. There's a few of them in there that should not be touched, and they are under lock and key because they are legitimately dangerous. Not that they're not useful. It's you need to be a master in the school of that book.
Well, I mean, since you are here, can I have access to the Libra Demonica?
Oh.
Yeah, that's worth a shot.
Solus has not given me approval to allow you to do. That's his book. Sorry, Zola, not Zola.
I should probably also ask before we go searching, is there an index of, like a codex that we can go through for... Ah, that's lovely.
Yes, there is. He points to the front board. Like you can't quite see it right now. It's kind of like desk in the way, but there's a book in the center on a pedestal. Feel free to go look at it. There are a few of them spread around. Most of the bookshelves have their own index to help further navigate.
Ah,
Yes,
thank you.
this library is wonderfully organized compared to other places out there in the world.
I've been organizing it for the last 300 years.
And you have my compliments, sir.
So they are divided into schools, and there's history sections depending on the era, the subject of history, and so forth. 15 information, and just generally just sorted by the corresponding history or relevancy to it. Now, inside the schools, there are sections of the book that are dedicated to school history of that magic school. They'll be grouped together. It's very well organized. History in the history section of the area.
Did y'all,
Go ahead.
did y'all ever add a section for helping wizards learn new spells?
Yes, it's Wizards for Dummies.
Right. And how many volumes of that were there? I believe
Uh,
none?
We don't have very many of those left. We had an incident with a few of the students in trying to cast a high-level fireball.
Really?
That was a very bad day for the canvas.
Mm.
Yes, I could see that.
Fire of 73.
Surprised the Spellbreakers didn't stop it.
They can't stop a fire once it happens.
Yes, sadly, after a fireball is cast, any fire remaining is normal.
We kept it under control, but it was a big-ass fire. Burned half the woods. To that
Oh,
point,
no.
Certain the Rangers were not happy about that.
Never are.
uh,
Never are.
feel free to explore and read to your heart's content. By 10 o'clock, I do believe you are exempt from the curfew. By 10 o'clock, typically the books are to be shut and lock and key again.
Mhm.
Again, you fuck with my books, I will beat your ass. I may be old. I can still cast 8th level spells.
Oh god. Oh,
Okay.
understood. Understood.
He's gonna
sir.
start turning around and he starts wobbling back to his desk.
I thought you were working on 9th level spells last time I saw you.
Why do you think I have a limp?
Eh, oh, don't
Well,
taunt the nice man.
I'm not taunting him, I just was wondering on his progress.
well, if
Good.
you'll excuse me,
Anyhow,
I'll start looking through Elvish history.
maybe I have a few things besides that I would like to investigate, but maybe I'll dig into the past history of the gods. Since they seem to have such a input in what happened. Does anyone want to specifically look over the you-know-what? As he like whispers in.
Well, that is one of the reasons I'm
I have to
looking.
do my own research.
That's one of the reasons I'm looking into Elvish history. I'm going to look into the relation between, at the very least, the Moon Elves and the twin sisters.
Yes, but like more specifics.
I do.
There can be artifacts and there can be elvish.
Wow.
Like the item itself.
Well, how about this? Really, if we want to do this, the best method of doing it is probably going to be going and tackling sections at a time. We have several different areas we want to focus our studies on and efforts, so we should probably do a paired system.
Could also ask Cardinal. He does know every book in this fucking area.
There's also the codex. Dun dun
Codex?
dun.
Yes, but there's also a chance the codex will lead you to dead ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
It doesn't give you a description of the book, it just tells you the name of it.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
I can't wait for one to be
Also-
like, The Secrets to Eternal Life. It's a cookbook.
And oh, I forgot to describe this too. There are mage hands flying around and like picking up books that have been left on desk and putting them back.
Oh, that's
And
so
you do,
nice.
you do even see a student though get smacked by a book with a mage hand because the student decided to tear a page slightly.
Oh, one final thing before everyone splits off to go do their own things. When you take a book take a book out, be sure you put it back in the same place. If you do not, I gesture to the student who got his head smacked. Won't be fun.
Yes, understood.
Okay.
PM.
Mhm.
Question. Would we have seen a map of the grounds of the school when we were walking down here?
That's generally around the major congregation areas. There's a map of the school.
Oh, cool. Can I use magical tinkering to just have that noted down so I have a copy of it?
Don't see a reason why not.
Yeah, because
I
I'm
can
not
tell you
gonna.
right now that map is full of shit.
Well, I just have some way to guide myself, even if it's not perfect. It's
No, you-
something.
I'm just going to. So you guys are here now. I'm going to copy the message I sent Brian previously. He got it early, so he could prepare for it. This is just kind of a vague description of the college.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying, the map is fine for an overall layout, but the routes, especially the stairs, they fucking change on you.
Oh, yes,
Damn
I
it.
assumed so.
Fucking Brian.
I can assure you, I'll be fine if I want to wander off. Any places you found quite interesting during your time here?
So there's elevators and stairs going to the second floor of the library as well.
We allowed to use those?
You are.
Mhm.
You're just not allowed to use the ones that lead into the college.
All right.
Mm.
So what?
Those are for teachers and staff.
So, what's the process for doing this research? Do we tell you what specifically we're looking up, and you assign DCs?
I would
as
like
a
for you
rule?
to write. I would like for you to, in session tasks, just write down what you're looking for. That way we have a paper trail.
I already told you in the
Just-
thing.
Just put down in the fucking session talk. Unless you want to hide it. Are you really that desperate to hide it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
Because it kind of does raise a little bit of a red flag if
Fine.
specifically my kind looked this up.
Fine, fine. do have side quests for the next session of this area too, so I'm gonna do some of those. Not just be research only.
We become honorary students.
No, you can do jobs for the students and the faculty.
And through that, we can be honorary
No,
students.
no, you.
It means absolutely nothing. But we are.
Are we students? You sure are, bud. Nate. You
You
sure,
sure
are,
are,
special bud. You get to ride in the short rooms.
Sharp. Do they have just one giant broom that's just like a bus?
Is it time for Quidditch? Are we gonna play Quidditch?
Are we gonna play Quidditch?
There is no Quidditch. There's a traditional I mean, there's the board game Quidditch.
So who's gonna play Dragon Chess with me while we wait?
Nope.
Play.
I don't have proficiency in Dragon chess game, so it'd just be my raw intelligence against yours. So.
What?
So typically, I'm going to do it'll be an investigation. Fane, I'll give you advantage because you're looking for something related to your race. I guess.
Yeah.
Same for Sylvia. I'll give you advantage on those. Anything that's related to your race, you'll have an easier time hunting down because you know what you're looking for a bit better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, I'll roll mine right now then.
Like fucking.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought your roll was mine, Slick, and I'm like, god damn it. But then I saw, oh wait, I don't have a +2, I have a +6.
You'll be able to do the rolls again later. You're not like this is not your
Yeah, yeah.
one-time roll.
This is just what we're finding on the first day.
Yeah. Sucks though.
Same for you,
Putting
Brian.
it
You
all
can
in
give
the
me
fucking library.
give me investigation at some point. Got Alan and Bash missing out the nerd session. I think Alan would have punched the fucking book. I'll be honest.
It's
Yeah, that'd be
it's
real bad with
executed.
his flaming
It's
fists.
God, we would have been screwed if he came in here with the flaming fist.
Oh my. Gurnell cast plane shift at 8th level. Goodbye. Simon.
Oh,
You
I'm
good,
just
bud?
yeah, I'm just putting some stuff in.
It's like you're typing a fucking paper for me.
No, I'm just trying to put in the right words because wasn't thinking too hard on this.
Actually, how long do we want to spend here researching?
See you guys.
It's up to
long as
us.
you want.
I mean, I'm assuming the longer we stay, the easier the research will be.
Pretty much.
Maybe it's where.
All you gotta do is you gotta spend your daily living costs.
Yeah.
You guys have a shitload of gold saved up, so like you could be here for a while. And as long as you're not causing the college problems, they don't give a shit.
I mean, I would like to see if at some point look around to see if there's a any secrets to the school, but I'm not stupid enough to try and do that immediately.
You can explore the grounds. I think the only place they want you to stay out of is the dorms, because that's the private areas of the students.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only way you're getting locked out of.
Basically, I'm
Hey,
looking for the
no,
Chamber
no.
of Secrets.
They didn't say we couldn't go in there. They just said we couldn't cause problems for the students to where they complain. As long as they ain't complaining, you can go there.
Fane just stares through windows at the people changing.
He's not that fucking weird. What the fuck? He's nuts. Not fucking creepy. I mean, he is creepy, but he's not a fucking. he's not a.
He is.
He's not like a pervert.
He doesn't belong on the registry.
Yeah.
Simon, give me a roll whenever you want.
I'm definitely gonna look for the Chamber of Secrets of this school. I'm gonna
Would
go.
I have
Yes.
advantage because of the? Yeah, I thought so. Investigation.
Chamber-
Let's go.
Chamber of Secrets, the dungeon, which is a sex dungeon.
Yes. So if you want to go to the Chamber of Secrets, you need to go to the 3rd floor women's bathroom.
God damn it, Brian! I hate that you know that off the top of your head.
I knew it too. All right.
It's been so long since
Fane?
I've read the books or watched the movie. I forgot the details of it.
Sir, yes, sir.
Discipline.
Okay. So by the way, all the books are in common. By the way,
Okay.
well, 98% of them. There's a few of them that have not yet to be translated. Fane just so happens to grab that one of those books he can't read.
What language is it?
You don't know.
You can't read it. How would you know?
Yeah.
What if I told you that I could read it?
Obviously, it's Quarry.
It's read in Draconic. Do you speak Draconic?
Maybe.
No.
Do you?
Maybe not.
Starts changing his languages.
Good save.
I'm trying to find it. 1 second. I do have.
Top-end languages.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. You read that, and it gives you jack shit.
Great.
You find a book you thought was useful and it wasn't useful. That's your research spent?
It's a cookbook on how to cook various plants.
Humans. Oh. Okay. Anyway.
How to cook humans raw.
Raw.
Sylvia. That's a good question. So, top of my head, you do find a book that does go through the Moonblades. There is a small book about that. There is a way to track them, and it does involve though the clan leader. So you would need to go back to your clan leader to properly track them down.
Fuck.
Because
I don't want them to know that I don't know where that sword is, because there's a lot of implications.
well, if you really want it, you gotta go back.
Oh.
Is that this whole
And-
time they knew that you didn't have it, so they're just like waiting for you to come back?
The plot thickens.
Yeah, well, no, there's other implications of the blade being gone.
And I mean, the elves between your gods and the you mean the moon elves, correct? Right? Or
Yeah.
just the elves in general?
The moon elves specifically for now.
No, you just know that the moon, like, research points that the twins care deeply for their children, and they attempt to help them out when they can, within reason.
They're not
Out of
gonna
all
like.
the gods, they're pretty active in helping their followers. In particular, they're most helpful during when one of the moons is full. I don't know how much it helps you as information you get.
Yeah.
Verleana. Place of interest. Hold the fucking map. I'll look at it real quick. You can find some necromantic knowledge. Not spells, but I definitely say the next time you go to craft a spell, you would have advantage on the first 3 checks.
Sweet.
And places of knowledge, 2 places if you want to write these down for yourself. The Temple of the Pit and the Frozen Tower of Jolbrand. I can write that out for you in a second. Frozen Tower, sorry. And those are the two locations. They are opposite ends of each other for the most part. Who's next? Simon. Jesus Christ, Simon. Going for the big ones. Actually, hold on. Verleana, Legends of Power. You don't really find any information about narcotic items, Verleana, of particular note. And there is a Legends of Karn, who is a powerful necromancer. Some even call him a lich. Anyway.
That Karn with the K or with the C?
C. C-A-R-N. The proper way. Your initial research with the humanity and the gods, it doesn't really give you anything, I don't believe. Yeah, it doesn't really give you much. You do find books about the gods themselves, but there's nothing really about humans themselves. Or, like, what you're... because the history of humanity and races as a whole, there's a certain point when it becomes kind of muddled. When there's not very much of it.
Do I see of any like direct point when that becomes apparent? Like time period?
Anything pre-First Era. Anything pre-First Era is known as the Mythic Era, or the Time of Gods. There is jack shit. Effectively, that's the First Era is when they started to actually start, the mortal race started to keep track of things. Pull it up. Hidden things. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, it was called the Age of Myth.
The Agent Myth?
Age of Myth.
Age of Myth. Okay.
And that's just what the historians collectively call it. There's not much information of it. It's just noted. You do see the word "the Order" thrown around once or twice, but it just doesn't really help you. Especially since sometimes it's called the Divine Order, so it kind of gets a little muddled. Because they said they're the Order. You know, doesn't exactly help. I'm going to get back to the magical crafting thing. That I don't have the media thing. Do you know what you're looking for exactly with Fall Days, Amar?
Yeah, I kind of do, and he would go to Give me 1 second as I just make sure. I will go to Frotz to ask if he gets a little lost. Both what are the cause and possible ways to fix it.
Fix it, huh?
Yeah. If such a thing is possible.
You know that Fall Day market happen when either the ASMR themselves or a god revokes their abilities and basically causes them to fall. So ASMR can basically reject their original creator, because when ASMR are born, they are typically bound to one of the gods. They're not required to follow their tenets or anything, but if they were to piss off their god or decide to revoke them, they become fallen. You don't see any information right away about restoring it. It seems like the book you found mentions that it's pretty much permanent.
Fuck.
I mean, you can make a best estimate that you would most likely need to get on the good side of the god.
Yeah.
Which is easier said than done.
Yeah. Simon's when he's reading that part, he's gonna poke away into like a little corner.
The pouting corner.
Not pouting. A
Rude
little more
corner.
than that.
What'd you say, Brian?
I said, oh, that's the brooding border. It's where all the
He's
people
just
go to
gonna
sit in the shadows.
he's gonna cry to himself for a few seconds, then put it back in. Return to the
Hey,
group.
no crying in the books.
He's not crying in the books. Eh. He tried. Right. That's about all I got.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
I think that's your first few hours of research done. You guys can we still got time to fuck around. You guys want to explore the campus? Or do
Yeah,
something?
we'll explore for a bit. I'll come back to this later.
You have to. That's your research for the day.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, how does everyone's research go?
Terrible. I've read a draconic cookbook.
Uh,
Waste of time.
less fruitful than I would hope, but eh.
Oh, yeah.
I discovered what I was looking for the most part today, but I do not enjoy the information I found.
See. Well, it occurred to me while I was perusing my own research. I might have a way for us to expedite the process, or at least guarantee we find something of interest. Though it's going to cost a pretty penny.
And
Oh.
You
Well, you see, there's a certain individual that lurks around campus where one can attain knowledge for a price. An individual known as the Shadow Broker. And Nick scrambles to go read my backstory.
Bitch!
Hey, you can't blame me on this one, because this was originally Grix. Or Shaggy.
What?
That was his NPC that we shared.
That's fine. Oh, I remember from his thing. Yeah, still think that. No, I remember the Shadow Broker. I just have I don't have that information prepared. So good luck.
Oh.
For the future, next session.
Well, I can put feelers out to try and find the Shadow Broker, but if you don't know exactly where they are.
Oh, you'd have to spend time searching the campus. They're never in the same spot. Rumor has it he can even get you to the restricted access section of the library with no problems.
Well, my dealings with the Thieves Guilds have made it a bit easier for me to find these types of things. You know what? We should look for information on this puzzle piece that we've been holding on to. Tomorrow.
Yes. I found several promising leads myself that I'll be looking into in more depth tomorrow. But for now, unless there's anywhere else y'all particularly want to go, I'm sure I could locate the broker for us, given a certain amount of time. At least I know what to look for. But if y'all are just planning to head back to the city, I do have a few places I'm going to stop by first.
I was planning on walking around and seeing if I couldn't find any secret of educational institution secrets, such as hidden classrooms and such.
This is your land. I'm not going to go far without you.
rumors and secrets do I know of?
Repeat
So,
that. You're.
I'm here as a student.
Why are you so fast talking?
Yeah, it's because he's lagging, but he has a certain type of lag that's causing his information to come in all at once.
Can you repeat that, Brian?
I said, what secrets or rumors would I know of from my time as a student that seemed like oddities or weirdities of the school?
There's a mountain of shit. Ah,
Like I said, I'm
Gotta
looking
get
for the
started.
Chamber of Secrets.
you got ghosts in the upper floors. Actually, everywhere there's fucking spirits and shit that cause problems. But the college doesn't see them warrant enough of a problem to deal with. There are a number of hidden passageways that the college had built originally. Not everyone knows where they go or where they start. Rumors circulate that it was originally built as for some unknown reason. I mean, you yourself have probably seen one of them, but you don't know where it went. Let's see. Occasionally, sometimes creatures get into the college grounds. No one knows how or why. That's just occasionally spellbreakers occasionally just deal with them as they come. Those are the three on top of my head.
Well, if you want, I could lead you to a point of interest. You can start your search there.
Any help would be appreciated. Oh, also, after...
Sylvia.
just so you all know, after this little adventure of ours is done, I would like to go find my family. I need to talk to my mother.
Moondale's Wanda.
Yes, but
That is haunted.
while the Moon Elves do wander, the New Moon Medical Company, which my family founded and runs, stays within the borders of Alitaria. It is relatively easy to find wherever they are.
Yeah, it's not too long, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we can deviate, but that's a future problem. Simon, are you heading back or are you coming with?
Most likely coming with. I don't intend to return to the end just yet.
Okay. I'll lead Sylvia up to the hidden hallway.
As you guys are trying to walk out, you do see a pair of skeletons walking into the library with a large backpack. And then you hear a shitload of books being dropped on the ground as they walk back out.
Oh,
Well, I think
I
And
recognize the skeletons.
Narla is currently yelling at them. As he comes running out, he throws a firebolt at them. Tell Zola to stop bringing me shit!
Some of yours?
No, they're not mine. They're my master's.
Damn fucking bones! That's to stay dead! You brought me more worthless shit.
We should leave the library now, or you'll be conscripted to help.
Except about 300 books.
Sylvia's already disappeared from everyone's line of sight, except Verleana's.
Simon looks back. I think I would help. You can go on without me.
Simon abandons the plot.
I'll fucking
Have
go
fun.
on the fly for actually doing something. God damn it.
You
Oh
can
well.
you can do that if you want. Just roll.
Yeah, I'll will the party. I wanted to do something, but if this is the plot,
You could
then
have
we
Capo
will.
help him if you want. That's more than enough.
Sure.
Capo can sit and help. yells the tin can.
Those undead
occasionally.
are fine. Here, I could just drop my undead and have them help put the books up. I think that might anger him more, though. Alright, now lead everyone to the hallway of mystery. This is one of the legends of the school. Hallway that seemingly goes on forever with no end. No one knows what goes.
You open it. There's a door. You can, of course, easily open it enough.
Well, if no one's going to do it, I open the door.
Yep.
No. Rack.
Okay. I was just, it was, I know. It just, I was just throwing it out there. It'd be funny.
Alright.
All right.
Takes one of my feathers again. Ow. That hurts.
Yep, the door was actually a mimic.
So you guys can start walking down it. It's a pretty bland hallway. And you guys keep walking down it for damn near half an hour. Just goes in a straight line.
This is an illusion.
You can give me an arcana.
I'll give the help action.
Appreciated, but unneeded.
Oh, that's hurtful.
It
That's
appears
up
to be a mix of illusions. Primarily, it's only certain people can go through this hallway. Otherwise, it's just going to loop. Either certain people or certain things. With your arcana, though, you believe that it possibly is related to a school of magic. If you were to identify which school of magic you need to cast in here, the illusion might break. Essentially, it was built by one person for a particular school of magic. Be their shortcut.
Can I use detect magic?
The illusions are entirely radiating. You would need to give me another arcana check.
Or we could just cast cantrips of each type of school and see which one works.
You only have a handful of each. That works too.
I think we got this.
Oh yeah, I'm throwing my help now.
Necromancy.
Yeah.
Kill touch.
Right in front of Sylvia's face, a door appears.
Lovely. Test to see if the door is locked.
It's not locked.
Oh. They didn't use two-factor authentication.
Now it's locked.
As you do walk into the room, you are greeted with two corpse golems looking at you.
And here's the battle map.
Roll for ignition. No. So you see two large corpse golems that are by the entryway, and you do see a dozen or so skeletons going about their business in this large circular room. They appear to be collecting things and organizing things occasionally. Occasionally they open doors and they come in with new things. You see occasionally corpses of animals being brought in as well.
Interesting. Could I try and determine what their purpose is here?
You give me intelligence.
Would you like assistance?
Sure. Since it's just raw intelligence. report to?
It seems like the skeletons and everything have been assigned a task, and they just seem to be doing their business. It looks like possibly experimentations are underway, because you do see a few tables where animals are being kind of like laid out, and then you see the skeletons starting to write chalk around them. The corpse golems are also keeping a very close eye on you. One of them kind of reaches out and touches Fane's shoulder. And Fane is just touched with this slimy, fleshy appendage.
I'll look at it. Gross. I will immediately like wipe that off or like use prestidigitation.
It hasn't let go.
Get off me.
Do I recognize these as creations of my instructor?
You can reckon so. You don't know any other necromancers on the college grounds that can do corpse golems. They seem rather benign, or harmless at the moment.
Really do.
What
need
do you-
to teach me how to do that?
What do you want, Colin?
His other hand starts reaching towards your mask.
I will pull out a fucking sword and put it to its neck.
Don't you?
The other golem raises its fist ready to strike. And all the skeletons stop what they're doing. Like you see, one of them's like carrying a box of things, and it drops it and starts pulling out swords.
All right. I'll put my sword away.
And you just hear a voice coming from down the hallway. What the fuck has all of you riled up? Get back to work. And they kind of resume their thing, but the golems still have their fists raised.
Get back to work. Yeah, join one of the skeletons.
I want to pull away from this creature.
Yeah, you can. He'll kind of lower his fist down. Hmm. 4 individuals have entered into my domain. Come down the hallway. Get snappy, and please do not interrupt the skeletons. It's hard enough keeping them when we're busy. This voice booms.
By this time, would have Capo returned to me?
Yeah, let's say so.
Rattle
Yeah,
them,
I high-fived
boys.
him as he just comes down the hall.
Yeah, they see a bunch of skeletons in suits come around the corner and Tommy guns.
They got the special forces.
Tony sends his regards.
You mean
Nice to
Bowen?
know if you got me in trouble.
Bonnie Tony sends his regards.
So you guys can walk down the hallway, and the hallway itself is lined with books and alchemy, like potions, like just occasional shelves. They're not really like organized, kind of like sporadic. Occasional box full of bones as you enter into another circular room with a large bookshelf and a large table with a number of runes carved into it, glowing blue. See a figure. Let's share with you.
That's funny. That's
What?
It's the same image one of my players in my Descent-Averse game uses for their wizard.
Oh well. Artwork's public access.
Yeah, I know. It's just that's why I was laughing.
Verleana, I should have expected it was you.
Good to see you again, Master Zola.
You bring company and disrupt my operation temporarily. I'm on a schedule, you know.
To be fair, that wasn't the intention. We were unraveling the mysteries of the school.
Oh, you found one of the secret tunnels, didn't you?
And we found where it led.
Yes, each one of the deans has a secret tunnel leading to the private abode. Mine's just a little easier to access because nobody here casts necromancy. I've had 3 students this year.
That's actually disappointing. Not the three
Doesn't
students
matter.
doing necromancy. The secret tunnels just lead to private abodes.
Well, they are originally full of monsters, but we've cleared those out. There's other tunnels, but the main 9, which are easily accessible, lead to our areas.
Oh, Grenier sends his regards.
Say that again?
I said Grenier sends his regards. He did not appreciate the skeletons in the library.
I brought him more books. He should be happy. Down to a trip. Either we send interns and students that tend to die, or I can send an army of skeletons. Doesn't seem happy with either. Oh well. Oh, word from my little entourage is you're researching, so I'm glad you're still keeping to your studies. Though it seems you're more sober than usual.
They took all my alcohol before I got on campus.
You're the reason for that one.
So I've been reminded.
It took them 15 witch elves being alcoholics before they got to you and said no more alcohol.
No. There's 14 after Verleana.
My party is amazing.
Should be. At one there, Toodle adopted me. A master of necromancy, and yet they're so far behind.
Hey, I do have this. Open my bag and pop out my skeletons. See, I'm making progress.
By that time, I was making armies. Oh well, start somewhere.
Look, I'm trying.
Let's see. Moon elf, witch elf, Azamar. Interesting company. What variety of Azamar are you?
Pardon?
What variety of Azamar are you?
Oh, you mean the god? Oh.
No. Are you fallen or are you normal?
Oh. Yeah, Sammy goes quiet at that.
I understand.
That's what you mean. No. I'm normal. I'm still in high regard with my deity. At
It
least I hope.
does not matter if you are fallen or not. It's merely curiosity.
Can I insight to see if he was somehow noticing what I was reading? This guy's giving me bad vibes. Even for a
What?
necromancer.
Man is
He's a
a
necromancer.
man is a 9th level wizard that probably that probably somehow can cast animate dead unlimited times per day.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why it makes him bad?
Did
How
I
do you
say
know
that?
He's
You're putting words in my mouth, friends.
got a bad feeling about him. Saying what he's doing wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he clearly knows more than he's leading on.
Off the gate, he asks, "Hey, what kind of Azamar are you? Are you up? You good with the gods, or are you bad?" Anyway, 21.
Yeah, he seems like he knows a lot of information already.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I bet this man's like actually that 1,000 years old. He just keeps cloning himself.
Probably.
You can ask. Alright. Let's see, and one of you is reading about a dragon cookbook.
No, we want to.
Yes,
I
that was
would
me.
recommend the recipe on page 53. Dragon snapper chicken wings. Really good. Though finding the birds in a safe order kind of hard. Kind of extinct. Alright. Well, did you need anything from me, or did you just stumble into my abode?
Well, I was actually coming to see you after showing them around.
I'm here now. During this whole conversation, he has been writing on the table with chalk. Kind of like, he doesn't look up at you guys, but he's kind of doing two things at once.
Could no, I don't have any Arcana. I wouldn't know anything about this.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, if you, not even remotely.
I'll see what he's doing.
Give me an Arcana.
I hope I roll well. I don't want him to think I'm stupid.
Your mentor. He appears to be preparing a ritual for a 9th level spell.
Hmm.
And looking at it, it appears to be. You see the word dragon kind of being strewn about, so he's a necromancer, and you see dragon on there. You can put two and two together.
Whoa. Oh my.
Do you understand?
Got me jealous.
Hmm? Oh. There's a reason why I'm on a tight schedule. But should any of you need anything from me, simply let me know. I do have an entourage that can help you.
Does he point to the skeletons?
He's not at the point, he's busy. He doesn't point to anything.
Do you happen to know where any of the lesser known tunnel entrances would be located?
Kind of stops writing. Let's see. There's a few of them outside in the outer wilds, connected to the old ironwood trees. Take those. Let's see. I wonder if the one under the bridge still exists. I used to explore that one. 2 in the library, 2 in the main training centers, at least 4 in the dormitories, and there's probably other ones elsewhere.
Well, that's good to know.
Are you planning on giving any lectures anytime soon?
It depends. The 3 students I do have are currently on a research trip for me.
Really? Where to?
I sent them off to the... What's that called again? Oh, the Valley of Metal. I had a few sites I wanted them to look for me. They've been gone for a month. I wonder if they died. Guess they need students then.
Yes, not all your students can be as robust as I was.
I think the word would be drunk. I'm joking.
But you will. I survived every challenge.
You were one of the better ones, which means not saying much considering we only had like 10 students that year. Like, I'm just not very popular. Don't know why.
Live me, I can't understand why either. Look how
You
useful
there.
it is.
Elf, if you were to study a school of magic, what would you go with? Sylvia.
Yeah, no, she looks at him and she was like caught off guard by that entire question, at which point, because she actually has a very small understanding of magic, so she relates the two together because they used to be the same school, because it used to be necromancy magic, but then they changed it because necromancy is supposed to be bad. At which point she says is, I would study necromancy to learn how to undo death, not make undeath like her.
Ah, I like that answer. Many a great necromancer aspired to bring back the living. The upper echelon and higher priest of the Black Rose practice that. The Black Rose is actually mostly necromancers.
But in a few exceptions.
They don't raise armies of undead. They don't believe in that. I understand your decision. What about, well, you're an artificer. Well, if you weren't an artificer, what school would you prefer?
That is a question. As Simon kind of ponders on it.
Please don't tell me it's evocation.
No. I was like, wait a
Go
minute. Simon thinks about it a little. I gotta think about it because I had one.
You strike me as a abjuration type.
Well, I was gonna go with transmutation.
Interesting.
Hmm.
And what would your reasoning be for that one?
A family member of mine studied under transmutation. Whenever he did it, I don't know.
Hmm.
It was always interesting to me.
You can tell a lot about a person, but about their preferred school of magic or the one they would study. People don't often just study school because they think it's cool, as kids would say. It typically reflects their personality. Hard-headed individuals might become evocations. Those of us that prefer to be isolationists might become necromancers. And so forth. Hopefully that makes sense. Personality traits play a lot into your school.
About 90% of the frat wizards are evocation wizards.
More or less. I think
Yeah,
it's the problem is they're starting to affect the illusionist wizards. Becoming a problem.
Odd.
And the problem with illusionists when they're causing problems in town is we don't know if we're chasing the illusion or if we're chasing the actual person.
Joke to be made about them having relations with their illusions.
Damn it. You dirty motherfucker.
It's actually quite hard to do that.
Not if you're an
They're not
illusionist.
impossible.
Speaking from experience.
Zola looks at Fane.
What?
And what about you there? You're a bard by trade.
Yes.
What about you?
My magics.
If you were to pick a school as a wizard.
Enchantment.
Interesting.
Or illusion. Either one would work.
Indecisive.
No. My beliefs go in both ways.
An odd person you are. Interesting. Kind of stares at Fane for a moment.
Do you know?
What were you researching, I wonder?
Nothing to be concerned about, I assure you.
Oh, but I am now. I know what everyone else was. But you, I don't know.
Perhaps it was the draconic recipes that I found.
You do not take me as one who researched draconic recipes of cooking.
It's something important to me that I must find. Nothing to be concerned about, I assure you.
It's a possibility. It could concern me. I could help. Or
You
I could
could.
not. It's up to you.
If I need help, I keep that in mind. But for now, I'll go alone. It is a burden that I don't want to share with others. I apologize.
It's dangerous to go alone.
It's
Dangerous to go alone. Take this.
a stick.
Take these raviolis.
on this ravioli.
Is there anything else you would need of me this moment?
Well, as for me at least, you still never told me how to make the flesh golems.
I do
Okay.
believe you have earned that right. That spell was of my creation.
I'm one of your best students.
Oh no, you are not one of my best students.
If you're one of his best students,
That
set
student's
us right.
already a lich.
Don't put the bar there for her, please.
Well, he's not a bad lich. He hasn't caused any problems himself.
Yeah,
Most liches aren't evil by nature,
I don't want to think about a drunk lich.
by personality.
You can't be a drunk lich.
She'll find a way.
I think that's all.
About liches.
What'd you say, Brian?
It's like she knows nothing about liches.
It's like
It's
Sylvia doesn't
very
have
possible
a
for- yeah.
formal education on magic.
I shall explain this to you then. A lich is just an undead being of immense power. They are unable to consume food, sleep, or drink. And they are affected by starvation or sleep deprivation. Does
Let
that
me
make
ask. Yes, I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. What is your question?
Verleana, are you planning on becoming one?
Honestly,
I wouldn't recommend it.
honestly, that sounds like hell for your lifestyle.
There are efforts to becoming a lich that are incalculable compared to a mortal form, but no, it's not an ultimate goal.
There are other ways to become immortal.
There are. You could become a vampire.
How do you not know you're already looking at one?
Because I can see your reflection.
Damn. Got me there.
Say, in that case, are you planning on becoming one, Mr. Zola?
There's no reason for me to become a lich or a vampire. Despite being a human, I have lived for well over a few hundred years.
Perhaps you could help me,
Perhaps
but that'll be for another time.
Perhaps I should teach it to others, but it's the practice that most wizards should learn on their own, if they can ever find it. There's a way to extend one's lifespan with magic. Though it has a cost.
What would that be?
10,000 gold a cubic inch of flesh.
That's for you to find out.
Well, I mean, at least for me, I just wanted some guidance. I'm currently working on a spell. Wouldn't mind you looking over it, giving me some pointers on it.
I won't entirely help you, but I'll give you some advice. I think pain is the best teacher. Mistakes make you learn.
I do, until the mistake is too big that there's nothing left to recover.
Well, then maybe you weren't meant to be a wizard.
Well, that
Which
does.
makes me wonder how this has lasted that long.
Yes, she did bind herself the last time we saw her come out of the portal.
But did she die?
If we had not been there to assist her, I think she would have.
Several times, yes.
Well, then she is clearly a smart wizard who surrounds herself by allies. It's idiotic that wizards that live alone in their towers and then end up dying from failed explosions who are clearly not meant to be a wizard.
But don't you have a tower?
I have a tomb.
Is tomb not just a tower that goes down?
Fair point.
He does,
But I also have a wife.
and his entourage.
Triple so that.
I don't know why you're bringing your wife into this. No one was hitting on you.
No, I am simply saying that I have someone with me in my tower. I was referring to the ones that live alone. Like that damn star wizard. I don't like them very much.
Well, I don't think a diviner will ever truly find someone to love. Would you want to be with someone that tells you exactly what you're going to say before you say it?
No. I prefer them not to speak, and he looks at the skeletons.
Then tell me, what does your wife partake in?
Oh, she's not at all a wizard. She's a sorcerer.
Oh,
That seems
Happily married for 100 years.
that.
What?
Well, I'm happy for you.
I'm familiar with sorcerers. It's just that.
Unusual?
Yes.
No.
Do you still run that gauntlet through the tomb?
Yes. Do you want to partake?
What's the price?
I don't know yet. Give it a surprise.
It is a cool pastime for those who are actually capable of it. Be a good experience.
I can prepare the gauntlet for you if you wish.
Why, that does sound lovely. We are busy at the moment.
You have
Yes.
plenty of time while researching. You can't spend your entire day researching.
Plus, it will be good training for us to see how exactly it is they train the combat mages of our generations.
Since we're not gauntlet, difficulty are you looking for?
I'll look over to the flesh golems. I think we could probably take 5 to 6 of those.
Well, it's not just undead in them anymore.
Saying more in terms of difficulty.
So probably half dead. Interesting.
Well, we did fight that demon.
I'll see
that
about
one
getting
time.
up Pricks. Pricks will bring some of his beasties in.
Oh yes, we oh, God, what were they? A jester demon? That was a fun fight.
Demons are not my forte.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we've been running into a lot of them and spending a lot of time in Valataria.
Yes, I believe a demon of Ashra. Something of that nature.
Ah,
Nasty fellow.
I know of her. Yes, demon of jesters, pleasures, enjoyments,
Yeah.
comedy. Just a variety of things. Apparently, she's the best comedian in the Gehenna.
And do you know of any curses related to this? Demon Lord and the underlings?
Well, demons typically deal with possessions. That's the main curse.
Looks to the party.
What?
Oh. Nothing to worry about right now.
Interesting.
Oh, there may be a problem in the future with Valataria, but it's getting looked into.
Hopefully.
That's good. Now, I do enjoy this conversation. I would like for you to now leave unless you plan to be caught in between a ritual.
No.
Nope. And Sylvia once again disappears.
Then
Oh. What severity is this ritual? Actually,
I am experimenting and I have done very little preparation. Gives you a smile, which is it's untraditional with him.
Oh, it's one of those. Would actually like the chance to further refine my studies, but what's the worst that could happen?
Oh, considering the level nice level I'm dealing with here, the variety. Let's see, college.
I have faith there will still be a college.
I don't. It'll be fine. The last time I had a failed spell was 120 years ago. Yeah.
No.
There was a lot of skeletons that I could not control. Weeks of exterminating them.
Meat.
If you'll permit it, I'll watch.
No, get out of my place.
No.
Come along, let's
But the
leave.
lost knowledge.
Galzers are dragging you out.
I can teach you it later when you're ready. He said it so himself.
She'll never be ready.
I'll be back. Okay, Waj hit Sylvia in the back of the head.
Perhaps time will
I
tell.
disappeared.
Okay.
A voice from out of nowhere.
She can't hide from me. There's no darkness around me.
I can hide from the skeleton.
Oh, I
Alright.
worked to get back to, so I don't know what time of day it is. Have a good whatever, Mr. Zola. As Simon walks out.
Alright, you guys can retreat back up, and you guys can settle in for the night. We'll end the session here. Next session, I guess I'll start Gauntlet and a Shadow Broker shit.
And that will call it here for today. As always, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. And remember to stay frosty. For those of you watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And ring that notification bell to get more content like this in the future. And to support the channel or our artists, please view the links in the description below.